Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where a new Grail Front has begun as of last week. So, a little bit late to the show, or to the party rather, but hey, the show's got to go on anyways. But if you are watching this show on the YouTube, please for me be sure to like this video, subscribe down below, comment if you have anything to say, and check out the description where there are links to the Twitch and Discord where you can find when I go live by following or joining. But, yeah, so we do have a Grail Front today. I have no idea how long this stream is going to be because apparently something's been going on. Some massive outages or something, and Twitch may or may not be affected, so I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, I can definitely shrink the screen down just a smidge more. There we go. But, yeah, before I go into the Grail Front here, I'm gonna just claim some various things. Claim our weekly stuff from one this week, one last week. And then in the extra, 160 rank ups completed. Because, in between streams, I accomplished the following rank up quests completed. Assassin Shiki's Mind Eyes Fake, Nezha's NP and Protection of Tathagata skill, Summer Nobu's NP, Marie Antoinette's Siren Song skill, Fumakoto's Suspicious Shadow skill, Saber Shiki's NP, Yin Yang, and Mystic Eyes of Death Perception skills, Blackbeard's NP, Tamamo Cat's Morph and Curse skills, Medusa's NP, and Hassan of Serenity's NP and Dance of Silence skill. I am very much running low on rank up quests to do. Very much. Although, all that remains are older, longer ones. So, I'm only going to be able to do like one rank up quest a day, given these. But, still got a lot of servants that have to be leveled up and would give me rank up quests, you know. Including Seba. And Seba has a very good chance of getting that unlocked here today, because she is currently at the top of the level up order docket, if memory serves. So, yeah, there is a good chance Seba could be getting leveled up today. But before we do any of that, to the news, let's read the details about this Grail Front. So, I imagine it is not the... Well, we'll check the summon one, too. So let's check the summon one first. So, Grail Front, Castle of Shining Dawn, Castle of Shadowed Dusk, Ptolemaeus pickup summon. Ptolemaeus, and I recognize the one chick as from the Trom Singularity thing. I'm guessing their name is Sugitani Zenjubo. No idea who that is. Alright, so Ptolemaeus is an... okay. So he's an archer, but he has an arts at NP3, or at Ascension 3, and then Buster at NP1. A single target Buster at Ascensions 1 and 2, and an AoE arts archer at Ascension 3. Interesting. Ptolemaeus, though. The only Ptolemaeus I know is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So I don't know, like, who this guy is, but, MP strength with overcharge, sure hit for one turn, and AoE with defense decrease. First one is MP strength for one turn, ignore defense. Ignore defense is actually pretty rare and pretty powerful. Okay, he can be changed to Ascension. During battle, the 5-star Ascension stage can be changed using his skill 3. If he's in 1 or 2, he'll use skill 3, will change him to Ascension 3. Okay, so it's kind of Melusine-esque with his third skill. 2 forms, 2 noble phantasms. The victor who came to be known after the death of the King of Conquerors. Oh. Height, weight, history, Macedonia, Egypt, lawful, balanced, human, male. There were 2 brilliant periods in my life, that is why I have 2 forms. We're not even gonna get like a bio on him, we're just getting his specs. Okay. And then, okay, this is a 3-star, this Sugitani. 3-star Buster Archer Sugitani Zenjubo. High chance for sure hit and increase arts effectiveness. And Buster and medium chance for NP strength. Okay, so it's a chance-based NP. Single target buster. And it looks like remove increased buff success rate for yourself at the end of it, so I imagine she has some kind of skill that buff success rate. Seems logical. Alright, 2 shots fired, a Sengoku-era sniper infiltrates Chaldea. Tsukitani Zenjubo was a talented sniper of the Sengoku period. In 1570, at the Rokaku clan's request, he attempted to assassinate Oda Nobunaga but was unsuccessful. History records that after 3 years on the run, Tsukitani was finally caught by Isono Kazumasa and executed by gradual beheading? That sounds like so much worse than a proper beheading. Like, I don't even want to know how that happens. Aside from the attempted shooting, the only known records of him are famous marksmen born in the Sugitani region. Okay. And then Penth is on rate up, and then new CEs on rate up as well. So, Bibliophilia, that looks to have, is that Cleo, and I can't tell who else that is in the background. NP gauge by 4% each turn, NP strength by 10, NP charge by 2 for the first time. Okay. Then we have... I can't tell. That could be Hephaestion, honestly. It could, but it's hard to tell. Arts by 8, Buster by 8, buff removal resist by 5%. 5%'s not much, but that can matter big time at times. And then Your Adventure. Also, I'm realizing that there is drops. I thought this was a Grail Front. Your Adventure, that is Paris and, oh gosh, what is his name? I can't remember his name. He's the sniper dude from the India Lost Belt. Is it William Tell? It feels right, but at the same time it doesn't. Evade for 1 time, quick by 2, arts by 2. And you can see the NP on the interwebs. Okay. And yeah, it is a Grail Front, but there is currency associated with it. Oop. Did not mean to click that. I do not need to see anything with Taigong. I already have him. So the info for Grail Front. Nope, this is the summon still. Sorry, trying to find the proper news bulletin about the event. So not summon. This one then. There we go. So, prologue. Master and party arrive in a new singularity to find a world shrouded in mist. Its location and era unclear. When their companion Taigong Wang attempts to analyze their location, the mist thickens, blocking his spell. Sensing something amiss, Taigong makes a swift decision to remove his master from danger, only to come under attack at their next destination. Then a servant appears. He lays the enemy low with his spear, shouting, "Come at me, any who fear not the spear, which brought the world to heel alongside the King of Conquerors." A new Grail Front unfolds, set in a castle shrouded in mist. Leverage your hard-won experience and tactical knowledge to seize victory and uncover the truth of this singularity. So, Ptolemaeus must have some sort of relation to Iskandar. And then this is just the general Grail Front summary. There is a login bonus for Quartz. There is a trailer. There is a schedule. So there is regular quests and Grail Fronts. Okay. It's sort of a mixed one. I kind of like that. Depending on the quest, event will be day or night. The difficulty of each Grail Front differs. Ooh. Okay. So, it is time-gated, but theoretically we should have access to everything, though 19 sections. This could be a long event. This could be like a really long event. I didn't expect it to be that long. I thought it was, I mean, I was told that this Grail Front has a bit of story, but that's a lot of story. Conversations have been added while on the map. Continue function has been added for Grail Fronts. New advancement routes appear by fulfilling requirements. Okay, so a more dynamic map. And some servants get boosts in the event. And there is an exchange. Okay. And then there's the event limited CE, featuring Weva. Arts by 8, Buster by 8, Crit by 3, MP Strength by 3, starting charge of 30%, 100% great attack bonus, 15% attack strength. Wait. Okay, 100% during free quests, 15% during the Grail Fronts. Got it. And some command codes. The Great King Who Seeks the End of the World, Buster by 10% for one time, one turn to all allies. Okay. God's Striking Whip, 10% special attack divine and 2 stars. And Dominator's Cap for 10% special attack to wild beasts. Okay. There is some new desktop wallpapers featuring Taigong, Asterius, and Koyan. Okay. That was a lot. Let's claim our present box here. Looks like I need medals, but I feel like scales might be a little bit harder to come by. And this will put me to a nice even 5 hundo. And then just claim what we can claim. Except for foes. Okay. Alright. So, well, I could jump right into things. I do want to see if I can't get some of the CEs, because apparently there, like the fact that there is a lotto, or not a lotto, but a other part to this event is wild. So I do think I have to roll at least a little bit. I'm gonna start with tickets because I've got a metric ton of tickets. So we're gonna do a ticket spin here, like tickets to 11, and then go from there. Bazaka, Lubu. So yeah, we're gonna do tickets until we do the double spin, and then maybe a single multi, because I've built up quite the stash. Okay, we got a Your Adventure. That's good. That's one of the 3 stars. Lock it in. And yes, that is just Tell and Paris. We're going to the Dragon's Backbone with my companion. We'll hold our courage tightly in slightly sweaty hands, and the winds of the Demon King's breath may make our knees tremble a bit. The thrill of imagination can turn any trembling anxiety into heart-pounding anticipation. That's right, you can be the protagonist of an adventure anytime. No need to be afraid. Just put one foot in front of the other onto the path to unclaimed glory. That's a nice sentiment, I'd say. Quite the nice sentiment. Kiyohime. I'm just gonna, if I don't get any special sparkles, I'm gonna click through. Okay, another adventure. But I think at most maybe 2. Okay, we got the day and night. I figure it was gonna be something because of the hesitation there. I think maybe at the most 2 multis. So, just as day and night each serve a purpose, that a coin has 2 sides does not argue for one being better than the other. Both are real, both are true. That her brilliance is difficult to perceive does not mean it's not there. Okay, this is definitely Hephaestion. Very nice CE, honestly. Like, very nice CE. Okay, I see her. I see Hephaestion. I would also not say no to the new servant, the 3-star that is. I'm not gonna necessarily go hard for Ptolemaeus, just because I don't really know anything about him, but I mean, a 3-star servant is more likely to have story appearances, like even if it's just one-offs compared to a 5-star. Methy. Geronimo. Okay, we are about to be at the double. Belay. And the double. Let's see what the double grants us. Another day and night. I'll take it. So I think that's 2 of the 3 and 2 of the 4 so far, which is not bad. And Savant Soul Caster him. Alright. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do at least 1, maybe 2. At least 1, maybe 2. I'm gonna let it roll as well. We're just gonna let it go, and I'm gonna see if I can't find out, like, how long the story segments in this, event are. Because I was not expecting such a long story. Was not expecting. Okay, let's see. Can I get a summation of time? Excuse me. Mind you, even this guide I use that tends to say, oh, how long each segment is. I'm assuming that means if you read slowly, if you read in your head, but I don't really read in my head, I read out loud. And I am gonna have to do all the 3 quests off stream. Grail Front's notwithstanding. Okay. So far, everything looks to be rather short as far as a read goes. That one's a 7-minute read, according to this, but that's the longest I've seen so far. Means nothing, of course, but it's good to know that it looks like it should not be super lengthy reads. Obviously, just because of how much there is, like, I was not expecting this much. I don't think I'm gonna get it all done today. I'm anticipating maybe, like, half today, half next week. Yeah, that seems like a good compromise. Half today, half next week. Excuse me. Okay, and I don't know if I've gotten any high rarities things. I think I did. I think I got the, Ilia Maids CE. I think that was my 4-star or higher so far in this roll. Oh, the first CE, of course. Yeah. Alright, one more. And we'll do a skip click on this one. Didn't really see much of anything, though. Not even the 5-star CE. I really want the 5-star CE. But I will do a skip click on this one after this first thing, just because there was a bit of loading there, too, so... possibilities. Click, click. Didn't even see who that was. Gemstone shots. Into Art of Death. Ooh. Not even the new servant. I don't really know. I'm gonna do one more. The gotcha. It calls to me. The loading lied to me, though. The loading lied. Servant, just gonna see if it's a double-sided card or if it's a sparkle. Could be. It's not. Servant. Okay, we got a 4-star servant at minimum. Archer. I think we got the 5-star. Or did it not? Oh! New servant. Okay, so it does anything interesting. So if it's a new servant as well. Interesting. So we got the new Archer. That's cool. Art of the Poisonous Snake. I was a little bit anticipation there. Record Holder. Okay, so we got one of the new servant. At least. Ah, so I was summoned. I am a warrior monk and sniper. Huh? You want to know why I'm not a man? Sure, why not? I got turned into a woman thanks to that damn Kashin Koji. How? Then again, being a woman doesn't affect my sniping, so it doesn't really matter. How did Kashin Koji do that? Anyway, I'll be in your care. Puppet body, maybe? Alright, but new Archer obtained. Looks like disengage, and so a heal and an evasion skill. Okay, I'll take her. I really want the new the 5-star CE too. I've got enough tickets. I'm gonna do another 10 tickets, and then I'm done rolling. The gacha has been satisfied. Cost me 90 quartz, but gacha will have been satisfied. I hope. At the very least, I think... Okay, that's MP2 of her. I think at the very least, we can max limit break the 3-star CE when all is said and done. Yo. Yo. That's MP3. Okay. Get her on the multi, and now she's just coming home constantly. Another Your Adventure. Gentle Affection. Come on, game. Show me that 5-star CE, so I can identify who the servant on the balcony was. Ushi. Ooh, neck pop crackle. NP4. Jeez, all the tickets now. Lubu. And last bit I'm spending. It's very much looking like I'm not going to see the 5-star CE. Cool. And Babbage. Shame, but is what it is. I cannot go super hard. I should probably up the NP level first, just so I don't forget. Do update. NP4. There we go. And we burn everything else to the ground. Burn them all. There we go. Alright, now we can officially begin the event. So, taking us right in as soon as we press the button. Gotta like it. Well, not right in. Loading screen, obviously, but semantics. I had a dream once. Whoa. A water droplet. A trifling thing focused solely on my innocent admiration. The kind of dream where the sky's azure hue takes your breath away, where you find yourself entranced by the unfathomable depth of the ocean. Very high-def water droplet. One day my dream came true. The same beautiful, boundless dream I so loved. Or not water, but blood. But that dream was tainted with blood. Dead, dead, dead. So many lives snuffed out, all because my dream came true. The pride of so many trampled, so many friendships betrayed. With no sign of hope, even children and babes were not spared. I wonder, maybe we could have all been happier if this dream had never come true. Now that's a bit morbid. Okay. I have no idea how Kashin Koji changed this new servant. Well, are you reading me, Soul? Loud and clear. Good. Every singularity is unusual to some degree, of course. But this singularity seems especially shady. For a start, we can't even pinpoint its era or location. No matter how many times we run our analysis, we can't get a fix on either. All I can say at this point is that it looks like it might be a European mountain range. Excuse me. We can't even tell you whether it was large or small amount of magical energy that spawned the singularity. It's almost like a mirage that keeps fading in and out of sight. What's it look like on your end? A mountain range. Excuse me. That's true. Even now that we're here, things seem no clearer. How's it going for you, Taigong? I can see why you're worried. Lady Da Vinci, it's almost like the Shen the clam monster is blowing foam all around us. Well, that reminds me, the Japanese word for mirage actually refers to Shen, and conjures up an image of them blowing foam to create illusions of towers. Towers, oh god, my head! Not this again! Not the bitchiest bitch who ever bitched again! I've read that Shen sometimes appear as dragons as well as a clam. Did you ever see them yourself, Taigong? Good question. Princess Longji and the members of the Summit Court might remember, but as for myself... The Summit Court. I've heard of Chinese Magecraft organizations separate from the Mage Association, but I believe it was just called the Spiral House and merely consisted of a museum with about 10 members. There's more than one Magecraft association in China. What's more, the Summit Court is among the oldest. They're more focused on memory space and aren't so dependent on textures. But I digress. Let's start with an analysis spell. I'll tweak it to sync it with Caldea's own results. Well, you can do that, even though your techniques are a completely different school of Magecraft. Do keep being open-handed with the compliments. Skilled as I am, I could have easily qualified as a Grand Servant. I mean, you kind of tried to play yourself off as one, so... fair enough. Mark my words, you'll all be thanking your lucky stars that I turned out to be compatible with this singularity. Uh-oh. I'm guessing that wasn't supposed to happen. Something's blocking my analysis. It's almost as if this mist has a will of its own. A living mist. Did we end up in Lordran? It's just a figure of speech. Oh, but stay close to me. I'm going to try and reconfigure the spell. Activating thought keys, connecting to the type 1 universe space. Kai Ming, the Book of Tai Wei, bring forth the day's soul and transform it before our eyes. Oh, more powerful. It's bigger and it's purple. Oh, thought keys. They're just as powerful as Clock Tower's magical crest, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure thought keys are actually older. The fact that Taigong is using them must mean they came from the Age of Gods. In the courtyard flies splendid waters. Golden is the sunroot's essence. Purple light reflects and flows in the name of the 5 spirits. By divine decree, go forth and make haste. Did it work this time? It looks like it worked. Hey, Deontay, welcome to the stream. Happy things. I have no idea what you mean by a 2-year-long wait. Honestly, if something happened in FGO JP, I have no clue. I'm keeping myself blind to the future, for the most part. Only the summer servants are really known to me. What was that? And even then, only a handful of them. Crap, this mist is... Daigong. The mist just got thicker. Thought keys activate. Protect memory space. Fastest connection. Come forth, pseudo-dragon divine beast, Sibu Zhang. Alright, it's a steed. Get on, master. Sibu Zhang. Make sure my master stays safe at all costs. Hey, Daigong, what in the world is... Uh-oh. Chaldea connection lost. What's going on, Taigong? No time to explain. No, truth be told, I don't fully understand it either, but my guess is now that I'm tied to this spell, I'll probably be left behind. Tied to the spell? Listen to me, master. Whatever you do, stay close to Sibu Zhang. Don't worry about me. Taigong! Damn, it's already so thick. No, it's not the thickness that's the problem, it's the conceptual severance. Even though we're still within arm's reach. Taigong, where you go? This mist is thick. I'm counting on you, Sibu Zhang. Ha! Bounded field. I'm particularly proud of this one. It should keep you safe as long as you're riding Sibu Zhang. Now go. Get out of here. That was a loud whinny. Are we flying? Is this a flying horse? Stay safe, master. Taigong Wang! That's an interesting animation. Not seen that one before. You got both archers in 3 minutes? Nice. I did not get the 5-star. Presented by Chaldea. What is this? Hold up. Why is this so high production for FGO? Also the shadow of his younger self. Can't see it. Ptolemaeus. It's been a while since I've seen this high def. Sugitani Zenjubo. Oh. Koyan. Koyan Sky of Dark and Taigong Wang. Nezhat and Huang Feiyu. That's his name. There's Ptolemaeus Young and Ptolemaeus Old. Yeah, I don't recall this being done for any event in recent memory, man. This is cinematic, man. Honestly, I like it. I hope they do that for more events going forwards. I really do. Like, not even the summer event got a cool intro like that. Would have been awesome if it did, though. Okay. This is our event map, I'm guessing. Unknown area, Section 1, Castle in the Mist before. Set up party before the battle begins. Next snap. You can name 7. Have they come out, or are they to come out? Because I honestly cannot remember any events so far in NA, or rather the global FGO, that have had that kind of introduction. It's daytime now, huh? Did you protect me? No response. Alright, it turns into like an anteater. I forgot about that bit. Moo 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 moo. Thanks for cheering me up. I can't make that noise that made, but it's proud. So we are isolated. Da Vinci! Can't get through to anyone. Lovely. We're on our own. Taigong's gone too. I don't... Really? Huh. I don't remember the most recent summer having that kind of cinematic intro, though. A huge castle. And Gouda Gouda... Okay, yeah. I'm sure some Gouda Gouda had something like that. I just can't remember, because Gouda Goudas blend the craziness after so much time. Same thing with Halloween, I could see that. And Chaldea Boys... Honestly, I don't remember the Chaldea Boys events that well, so... Wanna go there together? It's nodding. Let's go. I'm talking to a tapir. Because that's what it's called. It's not an anteater, it's a tapir, or tapir. However it's pronounced. Obviously, this is the gate. Also, is this a reused gate background from the Trom Singularity? It kind of looks like it. Just a little bit. Hey, be careful. Uh-oh. It's not a Shadow Servant. Irregularity detected. Irregularity detected. Eliminate. Eliminate. Irregularity attempting evasive action. Companion irregularity detected. Eliminate. Target synchronized. Eliminate. Jeez, they gotta get some new lines. Resistance detected from irregularity. Damage reduced. Requesting reinforcements. Oh crap. We can't summon it. Okay, so this is a forced one. So we're gonna be forced to use a servant. Who's coming to the rescue? Ptolemaeus. Well, I'll be a living human. How in the world did you end up in a place like this? Look at his biceps. He is jacked. I wish I had biceps like that. I wish I had white hair like that, too. Guess I can't leave him to fend for himself. Hey, you there. What's gonna be? Will you run away with that animal or stay and fight with me? Servant you want, we'll see soon enough. Okay. A servant. That's right. Apparently I'm a servant now. I read about them in my library, along with my studies on Zoroastrian, heaven and hell, and the Egyptians' trial for the dead, but I never expected to become one myself. I have to say, this world's full of wonders. I bet that Iskandar Bari would love it here. Then again, he'd probably just run off to conquer it if he got the chance. It'd be best for everyone if we just left him alone. Iskandar boy. You know the King of Conquerors. My name is Ptolemaeus. Ptolemaeus I, the great pharaoh, and Diadochus. I do have Iskandar, yes. This spear once conquered the world alongside Iskandar, King of Conquerors. Those of you with reckless enough to face it shall be the first to taste its blade. Yes, Iskandar is in fact in my possession and leveled. Let's just go Ptolemaeus with a little bit of support from Cass and Wava. And then the back line. She needs to get some bond. Melt needs to get some bond. Excuse me. And Hachon some bond. That onto that. And then I can max limit break. Good. Alright. Generally this... Oh, I forgot to change my Mystic Code! I forgot to change my Mystic Code. Okay, these are actually strong. Okay. So first skill, Charisma of Salvation. Attack for 3 turns, HP recovery for 3 turns for all allies, and crit stars for 3 turns for yourself. Second skill, Memory Partition King. Arts for 3, Buster for 3, Crit Resistance for 3 for all allies, and MP Gauge for self. And we'll throw Wave a skill on him. Then do a Mighty Chain. I guess we get to see his MP. Considering all within my... He's just shooting his ray beam out of his chest. I thought he was an archer, not a saber. Sabers shoot beams, Ptolemaeus, not archers. Archers use swords. Sabers shoot beams. I can't believe they misclassed him. Then that one. And I feel like I can get away with this. See if we can't get away with this wombo combo. Good, good. And we got it. 2 turns. I'll take it. Alrighty, and I was right indeed. These Keeper's Torches. First note is always a 3-star. A little bit. Just a little bit. Well, you're pretty good at this. I took you for a mage, but I wouldn't have guessed that you control the shadows of servants like myself. He is indeed... I saw that with his 3rd skill. What they said in the description. He is Melu 2.0. Single target at the first, AoE at the second. Although, obviously, archer, so... Actually, you could argue he's a little bit better, with the fact that his third skill switches between, unlike Melu's third skill, which is either a switch to final or just a big old battery. Which kind of sucks because single target is really good sometimes with Melu. It really is. If Iskandar were here, I'd sure be chomping at the bit to secure your services. No, wait. Why don't you work for me? Also, it's chomping, not champing at the bit. Gosh, translation team, gosh! Yes, that's an excellent idea. Soul. Oh, another strange spell. It reminds me of the Atlas Institute. Da Vinci! We finally got the connection working again. Senpai, you're okay. You too, Sibu. What about Taigong? We haven't been able to contact him yet. He hasn't come back to us, but his spirit organ is still reading us stable. So we think he must be managing to maintain his materialization somehow. Momo. Well, if Sibu is okay, we can safely assume Taigong is as well. Now, can you tell me who that servant-looking man with the spear is? He says he's Ptolemaeus the First. Ptolemaeus, that's the hero who served King Iskandar before succeeding him against Pharaoh, and going on to build his very own dynasty. Technically sucks for me because you have MP2 Durgat and a super strong super right. That's unfortunate. So you already kind of have his niche handled. But I mean, he still seems like he's a pretty cool guy. The Ptolemaic Dynasty. That's right, he and Iskandar were the ones who defeated Darius III and ended the Achaemenid, I don't know how to pronounce that, dynasty of the Persian Empire. He's a fearsome Macedonian warrior who conquered the known world and a wise king who spread Hellenism, which influenced human culture to this day. Given his tremendous achievements in war, politics, and humanities, I think we can say he's one of the most accomplished heroes of all time. Of all the heroic spirits we know, Taigong's probably comes the closest. They may come from very different times and places, but they have a surprising amount in common. What an interesting discussion. I'd like to hear more. But first, we should do something about those things. What are those things? More of those enemies? Indeed. They don't stop coming till they don't stop coming. As I thought, we need to cut them off at the source. You there, heroic spirit tamer. My name is Soul. Thank you very much. Oh, I've never heard a name like that before. It's literally sun. It's literally like Latin for sun. You've heard of the word soul before. At any rate, you may know your way around a battlefield, but these Shadow Knights are not your typical foes. Shadow Knights. They're firmly tied to this land. If we want to truly defeat them, we'll need to take care of that first. So what do you say? Think you can work with me? Under the current circumstances, I don't see a problem with teaming up. Momo. Agreeing, probably. We need a servant with animal communication beyond the comms as well for translation purposes. We do need your help, so... Great, I'll make this simple. If we're to stop them from multiplying, we'll need to do something about the corrupted ley line. Okay. Spouting the miasma. Correct, that ley line is producing these Shadow Knights. You have the look of a mage. Can you purify that miasma? 1 second. Yeah, I think so. Our analysis lines up with yours. Those ley lines numbers are definitely funky. Luckily for an anomaly of this scale, we should be able to use Summoning Circle to tamp it down without too much trouble. Just give me a little time to whip up a purification spell that'll work with Soul's Mystic Code. Excellent, it seems my faith in you was well founded. So now is going to be where we do the Grail Front part, I think. Come on, gotta hurry. Calm down, these enemies are endless, remember? We'll never get anywhere if we stop fighting every one of them. You there, the remote mage, what's the effective range of this spell of yours? Well, I'll be repurposing a summoning circle, so Soul will need to make physical contact with the target. I see, then we're going to need a strategy. Strategy? Having seen how you fought just now, I can tell you've seen your share of battle. However, I'm guessing most of those battles were fought on an individual level. In other words, you tend to gather your summoned servants in one place and wield them as if they were a single sword. It's the quickest and easiest way to make use of your power, just as if you were swinging that sword yourself. You figured all that out with just looking at me? Indeed. I would never have known any success as a general if I could not tell an opponent's combat experience at a glance. At any rate, your methods are fine for simply defeating an opponent, but not when it comes to controlling a battlefield. To do that, you'll need to fight in an entirely different way, on a completely different level. Your servants will need to function as spears, shields, and bows, or even fortresses, depending on the situation. And to do that, you'll need to simultaneously give different commands while they're in different locations. That is the crux of strategy, so what do you think? Can you do that? I've trained for such situations. Hey, Liz! Welcome to the stream. Happy things. It'd be good for you to get, but, like, Summer Ibuki exists. Summer Ibuki is pretty strong. Yes, Summer Ibuki is strong. I don't have Summer Ibuki. I have got plenty of good AoE servants, though, so... I already spent the quartz that I didn't intend to spend. 90 quartz went into the banner, and 20 tickets. No luck, so... Oh well. Have you now? Your organization must be big on preparing for contingencies. Alright, I have a fairly good idea of your experience now. Just focus on giving the necessary commands, and I'll chime in whenever you need help. Don't worry, once you get started, you'll get the hang of it in no time. And if you don't, well, this'll be where your journey ends. So happy-go-lucky with just, you know, saying, you might die. I know, I wish I had his arms. I have noodle arms! Why can't I have arms like his? And hair like his? I want hair that's... I still want him to keep my thick hair while making it, like, bleached white. I just wish I was strong like him. Envy. Should not give into it, but... Alright, yep. Grail Front 1, Shadow Knight. Dun dun. Okay. Our objective here is to capture the ley line producing the miasma. As I said earlier, the Shadow Knights are being produced in that area there. Capturing it should put an end to their reinforcements. I just finished shooting up your Mystic Code. These adjustments should let you seal the miasma away. There's nothing I can do about the distance, though. You're just gonna have to go to the ley line point directly. It can't be a servant. You need to reach the ley line point yourself, understood? Okay, so this is different compared to normal Grail Fronts, so we have a set objective. Got it. Be that as it may, we can't send you out onto the battlefield alone. So we'll need to eliminate the enemies bearing the way to the miasma. And I think I can see just where to begin. This may be obvious, but in battle it's always more advantageous to pit many against one. Yes, yes. If you set our formation up over there, then surround the enemy before we attack, we can take them all out in one fell swoop. You know, this is a rare opportunity. Let me get in a few shots. Yep, we already know the multiple servants. We've done Grail Fronts before. Oh, gang up on a few. Exactly. At times like this, the measure of your skill as a commander lay in how many situations you can create. Before you strike, note the enemy trailing us. When the enemy goes on the offensive, keep your allies consolidated, for it will provide a tremendous advantage. This way, when one servant is attacked, those nearby will be able to join the battle as well. That said, there's no need to overthink it. Ultimately, battles play out how they'll play out. Remember, it's just war. That you win is the only thing that truly matters. Or if you like, you can disregard this fact and play fair. It's entirely up to you. Just tell us what to do, and we'll do it, myself included. Why don't we start by taking out those shadows? Deontay, if you know what's gonna be being rolled in 5 years, can you, like, maybe throw some hints for, like, what... Ooh. 32. Can you maybe throw some hints as to what to invest in as far as the stock market goes? Okay. So, a lot more restrictive compared to normal. I mean, I can use multiple 5 stars, but it is no CEs. That's annoying. Attack! Looks like it's my turn. Very well, then let me show you what I can do with this spear of mine. Oh wow, we get a brave chain with him right away. That is very nice. He probably can take this down. Probably. He's got it. I didn't need to use a challenge skill to get some stars. Oh, excuse me, that was a verp. Oh. That was a verp. Oh, that sucks. I hate it when I verp. Ugh. Nasty. Those are some very clear commands. You quite have the knack for this. Hostile entities power output increased. Servants command unit spotted. Synchronizing. I need some water to wash it down. Reinforcements. I knew it. So we need to hurry and seize that miasma point now. Well, it's not going to happen right now. You just 120 and don't use no app ends. Yeah, I have not really invested in app ends myself either. Like, I can understand they're good, but to be fair, I'm also quite QP poor. Like, I really need to start building up my QP stuffs again. Alright, that was easy. And then gets us some horseshoes. Metal. I do wish you could do multiple moves. iPhone SE. Not the most recent SE, to be specific. Not like the super old one. I was using the super old one for the longest time, but upgraded somewhat recently. No, I'm not on an emulator. I use a screen share device. It's Reflector. So it's essentially streaming my phone to my computer so I can stream. Okay, did I really need to even bring any other servants here? Ptolemaeus seems to be handling this all pretty well himself. You're looking to swap to an emulator. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't know, like, much about it, unfortunately. Okay. Nope, I gotta move me. You have NA and JP on your phone. Interesting. Okay, I'm trying to think. You gotta time things, like, incredibly precise here to not just get ganked as the master. Boop bop beep, that should be good. So I need to be able to make 2 moves as the master to make it to the goal point. So I think I move forward 1. So King Hassan forward 1, then me forward 1. And enter. Oh, no new enemies show up, because of course not. Can I just swap? Yes. No. There we go. Victory! I kind of forgot that you could swap. There, it's ours. That was easy. It was definitely a different situation, you know, having to capture a point. I hope that there's more like this, as far as the Grail Fronts go. Well, that was the first of 7, right? 1 ticket, 5 remnants. Remnants of madness, yes! I need so many! Hey, Infinity Lord, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. 200... Okay, the torches are... Whew. I was about to say 200 torches, and then I remembered, oh wait, that's the currency for the event. 3 million QP. Aw, that's lame. They need more Grail Fronts. We need Grail Fronts like this, JP. Give us more. Section 2, Castle in the Mist, after. Oh, which boss is it this time? Are you still working on Pure Vessel, or are you done with Pure Vessel? You've reached the ley line. Finalizing coordinates, dropping Magecraft anchor. Ley line corruption measurements complete. Curse, separation, and latent ritual coefficient are both holding steady under 4%. Oh, you already did Pure Vessel. Gotcha. Mystic Code and Spell Sync authorization complete. Hey, Lasagna, can we get Cerejera rather than Monnier? Nothing wrong with Monnier, honestly, but he's been with us for years. I think we could mix it up a bit and have Cerejera be here for this kind of stuff. Please and thank you. I don't think they'll listen to me on that. This happened 2 years ago for them. Activating Spring of Arcane Mystic Code spell. Woo! And they disappear. Go ahead and abbreviate just to be safe. Good, the ley line's purified. Not bad for a quick fix. I'm impressed. That was all me and Chaldea. Don't be silly, I'm talking about your leadership. Ah, gotcha. You may not be the match for opponents yourself, but being able to use multiple servants simultaneously is a rare and valuable skill. You may still be developing your eye for strategy, but it's clear from the way they move that your summoned heroic spirits trust you implicitly. Been fighting together for a long time. I see. Time alone isn't enough to foster good relationships, so you must have spent your time with them well indeed. You looked worried there for a moment. Alright, I've made up my mind. Let's form a temporary contract. Need some time. I was about to say, I thought, so you're doing the base form, not the... Okay, gotcha. Oh, I missed a bit. I'm a servant, so I can tell, so can tell that humanity is in crisis. I also learned of the connection between singularities and holy grails when I materialized in this world. So now I know that you're a skilled master. I don't see any reason not to form a contract. Hey, Janice, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. Now go on, hold out your hand. Okay, I will say this. The smile sprite, the smile, look, it looks a little bit off. Like, just because of the way his face is profiled, them having him smile looks a little bit off. Like, even this expression almost feels a little off as well, just because we're not getting the full front of his face. We're getting, like, an angled profile, so the line for the mouth should be, like, to the edge. There. Contract formed. I can feel your magical energy flowing into me. You gotta do another before... Oh, you gotta do both before ABS Rad? That's wild. Singularities and Holy Grails, I see this world still has a great many mysteries yet to solve. I have no doubt that Iskandar boy wouldn't be able to contain himself if he heard about this. And, okay, this especially, like... That smile, it just makes me think that his mouth is shifted onto half of his face. It's just weird, you know? I wouldn't put it past him to demand the Holy Grail just so he could fill it with wine. He would definitely do that. Oh, gotcha. Infinity Lord. Gotcha. Exactly, Janice, exactly. Anyway, in the case of this singularity, that couldn't be clearer where the Holy Grail is located. I'm sure you figured it out, too. Inside the castle? That's right. I can practically guarantee we'll find the Holy Grail inside this castle, and that those knights are here to protect it. Excuse me. They might not have been too tough on their own, but they're more dangerous in groups. And since I had to stop them from making off with the Holy Grail, there was nothing more I could do on my own. But now that you're here, things are going to be different. So that's why I wanted the temporary contract. Got it. That's right, Master. You're gonna help me? I simply can't sit back and twiddle my thumbs when there's treasure waiting to be claimed. Of course, you're free to use me as you see fit as well. A good alliance must be mutually beneficial after all. He's not wrong. Well, since we still have no idea what happened to Taigong, working with a servant on site should be a huge help to our mission. And since there doesn't seem to be any problems with Ptolemaeus' personality, I don't see any reason to refuse. Still though, even if his mouth is a little janked up, I wish I had his arms. Oh, that's interesting. I'm just trying to think now. All of them have more front-facing faces, so there's no real issue on that end. Alrighty, it's a deal. Outstanding. Now our alliance is official in name and deed. I'll be counting on you from now on, Master. Uh-oh. Whoa there. Be careful, Master. I think you're more tired than you realize. You should get some rest. You can power through the physical exhaustion, but recuperation is essential for the mind. Give my regards to my other self when you wake up. What? That's right. You'll see what I mean soon enough. He does. You know, saying that out loud, he kind of does give off the dude bro energy. 1 quartz. Wah. Ah. Into the shop. We already know the shop stuff. Indeed. Section 3, and then, again, I'm going to do all the free quests in my free time, you know? And I'm not going to be doing the whole thing today because I did not realize this was 18 plus sections. Like, good gracious. I looked up how long of a read it should be. It does not look like long reads, but still, that is a lot. Here is his other self. Old man in robes. It's about time you woke up. Quite the bushy mustache. Who are you? It's me, Ptolemaeus. That's right, I'm Ptolemaeus. You know how servants are summoned in their prime of their lives? Well, there were 2 points in my life where I shone equally bright. The time I fought beside Iskandar and the time I became Pharaoh. So now as a servant I have 2 separate forms to reflect those different times. I don't know why I changed one in the day and the other at night, though. That may have something to do with this particular singularity. What about me? Do you know who I am? Oh yes, no need to worry about that. I'm still the same person I was during the days, so I remember you just fine. Having said that, my physical form does have some effect on my mind, so I may not act or speak quite the same. Oh, and there's one other thing that's different, but that can wait until later. My noble phantasm, of course. Is he actually going to use a sword? Because he is an archer, and we know archers use swords. His lower ascension is definitely supposed to be a saber, though, because he shoots a beam. For the time being, do you remember our objective? The castle with the Grail. That's right, there's a holy Grail in this castle, protected by mysterious shadowy knights. Don Quixote. He has the best mustache. So our first order of business is to claim this castle as our own. But one step at a time, let me show you what's changed between night and day. Okay, stage a hit list now for stage 2. Stage 1 hit list. Good luck, Infinity Lord. Good luck. Also, you guys are going to have to tell me if there's any issues, because apparently there's been a bunch of outages for Amazon-based services, and Twitch has apparently been having some outages recently, so I wasn't even sure if the stream would go live today, to be honest, because of that. Is it the same place as before? Indeed, by day this castle was falling apart, but at night it's whole once more. It's as though time itself is distorted in this singularity. I expect that's also why I look so different here. At any rate, talk alone will get us nowhere. There's something you need to see with your own eyes. Si Bujong, you wait here. Can we trust you to guard this crucial area? No! Good, I'm counting on you. In the meantime, we have some reconnaissance to perform. We'll need to be quiet so the Shadow Knights don't find us. Can you do that, Master? Yes. I can be sneaky like a snake.
Have you done this sort of thing before, Master?
Yeah, I know some ninjutsu as well.
Ninjutsu, as in the mystic from the Far East. You'll have to write down everything you know about it for me later. Apologies. I'm afraid I let my enthusiasm run away with me. I hope you can put that from your mind. Anyway, I sense what I believe to be the Holy Grail's magical energy coming from inside this room, but...
You can always try again, Infinity Lord. What was that?
There it is, although that sounded a bit strange. Follow me, Master. But be very careful. You might see the primary reason I wasn't able to claim this castle alone.
Damn it, it just keeps coming after me. I know they say you're supposed to take the bull by the horns, but I'll be damned if I'm letting this thing gore me. What bull is it? Is it a servant bull? Or is it another bull? It's the other kind of bull. I've never seen this thing before. What in the world is this?
The Dreadnought.
Dreadnought?
That's what I chose to call it based on my knowledge of modern history. It's a monster that calls this castle its home. I've seen my share of monsters in my time, but never one like this. I know nothing about it save that it is ferociously strong. I doubt even one of King Darius's famous war elephants could budge it. You see, even a modern-day firearm can't pierce its hide.
I would not call a bolt-action rifle a modern-day firearm, to be fair. Just saying.
And to make matters worse, more of those Shadow Knights are popping up. Today is clearly not that soldier's day. The smart thing to do would be to stay out of this, but what is your decision, Master?
Oh, we have to help her.
Not so much as a moment's hesitation. Bravo! However, we do still lack any means of defeating that beast. We'll need to find an alternative.
Like?
Remember what I told you during the day? It's time to make use of your servant's tactics once again.
Another Grail Front! I gotta wonder, how many Okay, I don't normally like spoilers, but I've gotta know. How many Grail Fronts are in this? Because I don't think I got a tier of the Holy Grail from that first one. You can now change between day and night. So next will display. There's 8. Got it. Good to know. Bottle crunch incoming. I'm gonna do it under the tape under my desk so you don't hear it as loud.
All are ready. As I said before, don't even think about fighting the Dreadnought head on.
It's got multiple HP bars, and they're red.
That monster could easily bet aside a servant or 3 as though they were nothing. Besides, we're not here to defeat it anyway. There are a number of locations inside the castle we can use to our defensive advantage. All we need to do is place servants with strong defenses at them so we can keep the Dreadnought at bay. While they're keeping it busy, you and I can secure our escape route.
Okay.
As long as we can break through the Shadow Knights and give you a chance to secure that point yourself, victory will be ours.
You can kill it if you want. Okay.
Are you ready, Master?
I'll give it my best.
Well said. Go on then. Command me however you see fit.
It is Lanza. What is that shadow down there? That shadow's kind of ominous. 48, so that's 3 5-stars. It is a Lancer, so we need Seba. Caster, What caster? You know, I've not used Sanzong in a while. And Rider, I gotta go with Iskandar. Okay, it's a spawn point for enemies. Gotcha. Alright, so. Begin the front. Yes, checking, making sure everything is good. I don't have a Lancer class to deal with the archer enemies, but that's fine. Okay. Loading, 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 loading. Good. Oh, another servant besides me. I got your back. I don't know who you are, but thanks. This ain't gonna be easy, though.
We're well aware. That's why we already have an escape route planned out.
Alright, fine. I'll join up with you guys. Just make sure you don't screw this up.
Battle commence.
Player turn. Alright. We need to get her back out of there. Do that. No. I wanted to get Medusa onto there. Shit. That's annoying. I did not get Medusa moved to where I wanted her to move to. And I think I'm vulnerable now, too. Aren't I? I moved myself forward one too many. Can't wait for the pain that comes in 3 years.
So it's my turn now. I look forward to showing you how I differ from my younger self. Now let the light of my wisdom set you ablaze.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. I do not have NP, which sucks. No lasers, unfortunately. Except, I guess, his attack animations. I'm gonna do a Mighty Chain rather than NP. I kind of want his NP to be saved for multi-service because I know he is an arts AoE in this form. He's got the sword! He is indeed an archer! Okay, he's an archer confirmed because he has a sword. That's good to confirm. And it still has me in that Mystic Code, unfortunately. Yep, it's taking advantage. Ow. That hurt. That servant was that Shadow Knight is a meanie. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. Alright, Get buffing. If it was a rider, I would have lost 2 bars. Why? Why would have I lost 2 bars if it was a rider? Take out the Berserker first. Maybe. Yes, thank you. They have less movement cost. Oh. I suppose it is quite good that it was not a rider. I didn't realize that. I should have realized that, but I did not realize that. I should have had it scanned our position on the defensive thing. Because now that super enemy is positioned there. Okay. Excuse me. Ptolemaeus, take down this guy. I guess, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Ptolemaeus, use your NP. Let's see his adult form NP, or old man form NP, I guess. You shall learn the arc of history. You shall know our future. You shall see our indomitable spirit. Even Farjunia is doomed to destruction. is a saber. He's using beams. No, Ptolemaeus, you need to use swords in your NP. Swords. That is the archer way. Okay, but we've got this. No issues. We don't even need to fight the thing, but I probably will. Let's position ourselves defensively, blocking off that, and have Saberdusa be ready to intercept the Lancer. Who still has actions? That's fine. Oh, yep, that's definitely the plan. Like, I can get the last of the chests right now. Ding. 5 Magatamas. Sunzong there. You there. Saber... You know what? Sunzong attack first. That did bring Saberdusa in, which was what I was hoping to see. Got beat. It's pain to play again if you miss one chest. Good to know. Okay, this thing does not hit that hard. It has got an awesome design though. And I spoke a little too soon because now it's just smacking poor Sanzong like a truck. I wouldn't call it a dragon. It looks pretty cool. Yes, that's what I was hoping to see, was one break with Saberdusa. And now the Dreadnought flinched. It has a debuff. And Saberdusa can come in for the sweep up, perhaps? No, it's got an extra bar. Oh well. I can get away without using NP. Gotta love Brave Chains. Not much for bond points, I will say. I can't do it again. Shame. Let's move some servants back so it is lured in a specific pattern. Oh, I completely missed that chest. Holy crap. I almost missed a chest. Because I wasn't looking down there. Okay. Yeah, new enemies can spawn. Ah, man, it did move away. It's running. Hey. No running from this fight here. I'm killing it. Just because I want to. So I wonder if there's any rare dialogue if we get the KO. Maybe. I did survive the NP, but Medusa is a little bit not fully buffed, so that's not terribly surprising. But still, Dreadnought is a Dreadnought. Right. And I mean, I could win if I were to kill that knight dude, I think. Whoa, whoa, you gotta be kidding me. You faced that Dreadnought head-on and defeated it? I can't believe it. How exhilarating. You're more skilled than I thought, my master. I'm even happier we formed a temporary contract now. However, it won't be long before it regenerates. We need to secure our exit route now. Aww. It will regenerate. Good, you made it. I'll be there momentarily, master. That's lame, it regenerating. What does it think it is, a dead apostle ancestor? And ticket, 5 solar hide, 200 vanguard braces, 3 million QP. And section 4 awaits. Use Bargus because greatest survivability, healing per hit, max HP from MP. Fair. I can see it. I can see it. I just kind of think I need to use Saberdusa considering how much I've hyped her. That's so good. Because she is good. And the Miasma's healing the Dreadnought. Oh, of course it is. It's got an amazing design, though. It's charging. Look out. Not to worry. That was all the time I needed. Well done, Master. Not gonna get to the point because all Grail Fronts are out. Oh, I know. I'm not intending to, like, finish everything today. I'm probably gonna be doing it, like, half today, half next week. A crystal book. Stay close to me, Master, rogue servant. I mean, you know, just casually pulling out books. That is your noble phantasm. Open gates of wisdom. Oh, what is this light? I know what this is. Both Ptolemies and his son were pharaohs renowned the world over for their many architectural achievements. Yeah, this was famous even back in my lifetime. As a pharaoh, he was directly involved with one of the 7 wonders of the world. And as also the most famous Mosion in the history, said to contain just about every bit of wisdom the world has to offer. Magical energy readings are still rising. I'm detecting true ether from the age of... True ether! Fuck. Okay, like, power scaling wise, he's gotta be OP to be able to pull out true fucking ether. Wait, these stairs seem to have identical... Okay, never mind. To Chaldeus? You shall learn the arc of history, you shall know of our future. We, neither almighty nor all-knowing, still strove to become both. Carve our epic history into your soul. Oh, we're seeing his NP again. Bibliotheki Basilio. I have no idea if I pronounced any of that right. Oh, we're not even seeing his NP again. He's just breaking reality as we know it. Just shattering the foundations of reality casually. For a reality marble. I'm guessing that's what this is. It's essentially a reality marble, which means... Are all of Iskandar's top guys capable of reality marbles or something? What is this place? Look at his happy expression. I like his older self's happy expression, just because you can see the little stars popping up around him too. We are inside my library of Alexandria. I have temporarily cut this space off from the castle. It is similar to what you call a reality marble, though it does differ in some key ways. Library? What kind of library is this? There's some books on the shelves, but most of them are empty. They are not. You're simply unable to perceive them as books. Allow me to remedy that. That's a lot of books. Oh, what the hell? Where do those books come from? Exactly. I do think his older self looks cooler. They were here all along. I simply manifested the library's vast stores of information as physical tomes. Nearly every book contained in the Library of Alexandria has been recorded with delight. In fact, a single sparkle from this crystal is equivalent to at least 1 million ordinary books, if not hundreds of millions. 1 million books? Oh, come on, I ain't heard a tale that tall since my last visit to my local shrine. You mean you're a Japanese servant? Yep, sure am. Wait, you could tell I'm Japanese? That's awesome. I still got no idea where I am or how I ended up here, so that's a big relief to meet someone who already knows my homeland. Alright, I still haven't thanked you for saving my life yet. My name's Sugitani Zenjobu. As you can see, I'm just a humble matchlock marksman. Matchlock? Is that what you call that firearm? It reminds me of the Greek fire they once used around the Thebes. Yeah, that's right. Though compared to this crazy library, it may as well be a damn kid's toy. Yes, I can't complain though, since I wouldn't be a servant without it. So how long are we staying put in here anyway? Ah yes, that reminds me, I still need to make a transmission to the outside world. Interesting.
Oh yes, I've seen you communicate with Chaldea several times now. Alright, let's see. Here's this era standard. Should work for this library. Run a search for my Theoria applied. Try running protocol R1543982.
Why is he an archer and not a caster? Soul. Master, are you alright? Whoa. Everything okay? First I was just desperate to get away from the monster, then this library kind of blew my mind, so I didn't realize it until now. But seeing something like sorcery in action gives me the goosebumps, something fierce. I mean, to be fair, I did look it up. Very good reason for Sugitani here to be a little bit cautious of sorcery, considering, as was evident in the summoning line, where, why am I a woman and not a man? It's because of Kashin Koji. I looked it up. Kashin Koji changed Sugitani into a woman to hide their identity after the failed Nobu assassination. And they didn't realize that they were becoming a woman as part of the hiding the identity thing, so yeah. Archer class is jack of all trades, point, swords, guns, I forgot about dolphins. You make an excellent point there. You said your name was Sugitani Zenjobu, right? As in the sniper who was active during Japan's Warring States period? I don't remember her being a woman. Well, there are numerous patterns for how people become heroic spirits. There have been cases where those who were thought to be male but materialized as women were actually women when they were still alive or perceived as women due to their class. Alright, good point. Come to think of it, that's kind of how it was for my previous self, too. Not really. Da Vinci, the OG Da Vinci just wanted to be the most beautiful thing ever, and that was just the Mona Lisa, so... Nah, oh man, I just got caught up in a little trouble back when I was alive. Just thinking about it makes my blood boil. Damn you. But never mind me. You've got stuff you want to talk about with that Ptolemaeus guy, right? Oh yeah, we do. We got lots of questions I want to ask. In fact, I just came up with a new one. How were you able to contact us like this in the first place, Ptolemaeus? Is there something strange about that, Da Vinci? I noticed Chaldea's transmission standards were based on those from the Atlas Institute, so of course my library can make use of them. In fact, the Atlas Institute helped develop this library in the first place. Hang on, the Atlas Institute is one of the major associations. Why would they have anything to do with the famous Library of Alexandria? Ah yes, it turned out to be one of history's unforeseeable twists. To the public, the Library of Alexandria was just a normal library, albeit far bigger and grander than most. Out of the public eye, though, it was contained in an entirely separate library created for a very different purpose. In this other library, alchemists and mages of all stripes came together to gather mystics of the time in one place. Now, as my noble phantasm, the Library of Alexandria contains both of these aspects. I see. Now that you mention it, the Atlas Institute's headquarters are in Egypt. And what's more, you're well known for creating a whole new dynasty once you became a pharaoh. It makes perfect sense that you might have contact with the Atlas Institute. I'm glad you're such a quick study. That is also why the books here aren't made with paper. Of course, as I was a pharaoh at the time, I also needed to make certain my mystics were safely guarded. I bet. After all, you're one of history's greatest victors. All after Iskandar, the king of conquerors, died, the war of the Daiodoshi that were fought over the right of succession tragically left most of the relevant figures dead. But in the wake of that tragedy, you went on to live a long and prosperous life as pharaoh up until you were over 80 and peacefully passed on your crown to a named heir. In other words, I was a cunning schemer who did whatever it took to survive, even if it meant sacrificing my former comrades. Oh no, did I offend you, Ptolemaeus? I'm sorry. No, it's alright. It's the truth. I can only imagine how furious Iskandar and other friends I lost would be if they knew the war of Daiodoshi. I can't be sure that all of them would forgive me once they worked through their anger. Some might, others, surely not. Even back when I was still alive, it did occur to me that I may have done a little too well there for myself. Ptolemaeus, don't be so glum.
But never mind me. The dreadnought should be gone by now. I think it's time I release my noble phantasm. It does require quite a lot of your magical energy to maintain. Get some water. Looks like we're in the clear. Let's return to the castle gate and rest a while. Besides, I expected Sibu Zhang has been waiting for us for some time now.
You know, why not just move to a room that the dreadnought can't fit into? Duh.
1 quartz. What?
And it's daytime. Nice, Infinity Lord, nice. No battle on Section 5. Excuse me. Choice between day and night. We're waking up in the morning. Good morning, Master. I trust you remember what I said about my age. You go back and forth between, yep. Exactly, I'm young by day and old by night, although even I have to admit it can be frustrating to deal with. Oh, also now that I'm a servant, it seems I can do things like this. Ptolemaeus. Quarter of the way indeed. Well, yes, but that is its weakness. If it can break through walls, then you lead it into a room where if it breaks through the walls, the structural integrity will collapse on top of it, thus burying it alive. It's how you deal with a Tarrasque in actuality, because Tarrasque don't have climbing speed. Or digging speed. Yes. It's the older you. He's just spamming skill 3. You might have seen this in battle, but the Library of Alexandria holds my own spirit origin data too. Making use of the overcharm so you take double damage since you're trying to do it hitless. That's fair. So by accessing the library, I can switch between my spirit origins as I please, though only for a short while. And of course, I'm only changing my appearance. My mind remains the same regardless of what I look like. Granted, my vessel may influence my mind to some degree, but in general, you can think of me as a young man who sometimes inhabits an old man's body. I'm afraid you'll just have to get used to it, much like the Sphinx's famous riddle. 4 in the morning, 2 in the day. So you know about it. Impressive. Yes, that's the riddle King Oedipus faced in Greek mythology. It's one of, if not the most famous riddles in the world. What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the daytime, and 3 legs in the evening? Yes, that's the one. I see you're an educated lady. Anyway, when the Sphinx asked Oedipus this riddle, he answered it immediately. He said it was that a baby crawls on all 4s in the morning, when they're born, a grown person walks on 2 legs in the daytime, the prime of their life, and an old person uses a staff to get around in the evening, the twilight of their life, and so the answer is a person. The Sphinx was so shocked of its riddle answered correctly that it threw itself off a cliff, ending its own life. I did not know that part about that story. I knew about the riddle and the fact that a Sphinx said it. I did not know the Sphinx, ended themselves just because somebody answered it properly. That's kind of funny. That the Sphinx did it. It's not funny when it actually happens, though. Thus did Oedipus become famous and won the favor of the queen. Though, of course, that was the beginning of his tragedy. Wait, that's a good point. Isn't the Sphinx an Egyptian creature, not Greek? Well, Greece and Egypt are actually much closer than you'd think, both historically and culturally. There are even stories about the Greek gods running away to Egypt. And that is one of the reasons I built my library. I wanted a place to keep stories like that. But of course, that was my elderly self, so now that I'm in my youthful form, it's hard to believe I did that. Oh, Master, you're up too, huh? Morning, Sugitani. Morning. I was just patrolling our perimeter with Cebu. I gotta say, it was a hell of a shock to wake up and see Ptolemaeus here all young and stuff. Crap, forgot to tell you. My bad. Oh, no worries. Here, this is for you. Food? Shish kebabs. Never had a shish kebab. Wanted to try them, though. All meat, though. I don't do peppers or anything like that. I was just doing some hunting. This is a weird singularity, but at least it's got living creatures. And since you're a living creature yourself, you've got to eat something to keep your strength up, right? Thank you. It's just an old habit of mine. I can't help but hunt whatever prey I happen upon when not on patrol. It's all the damn monk's fault for always getting on my case, now that I'm on the hunt, even if I'm not actually hungry. So what's the plan now? You need to ask, now that our heroic spirit taming master has 2 servants to work with, we can begin our siege of the castle. Okay, sounds right. Siege with 2. Don't be scared, Master. This is the quickest way to get our hands on the Holy Grail. The only question is which one of me will go with you. As in day you or night you? Exactly, I'm sure you know this, but my daytime and nighttime selves fight fairly differently. Not to mention the changes in the castle itself. Oh yeah, the castle itself doesn't change, but its atmosphere sure does. I can already tell that sneaking in during daytime would be a completely different beast from doing it at night. There you have it. From what I've been able to observe, there are fewer enemies during the day than night. However, night offers more favorable positions to us than day. I'm sure Sugitani can handle either, so you should decide what best suits your own preferences.
Although, to be honest, my old comrade would probably be better at mounting a siege than me.
Iskandar subordinates?
He and I always said we'd go to Okeanos together one day, but that's a story for another time. That he was better at this sort of thing by no means says I'm bad at it. Rest assured, you're in good hands.
Out of curiosity, is the map the same, essentially? Like, am I going to need to run both to get all of the treasure chests, or will I be able to get all of the treasure chests regardless? Day and night Grail Fronts. You can progress through the story by choosing either day or night route. The story of the route you choose don't choose will be registered in the material in my room as you progress through the main quest, and can be reread later. Whether you choose day or night, you'll also be able to play the Grail Fronts from the route you didn't select once you cleared the ones added to the route you chose. Whether you play, the front is optional, not affect story progression. First time clear rewards for each can only be obtained once for either day or night. Try taking on from the route you didn't select. So more pathways at night. Okay. Masochistic. Grail Front, there are more enemies during nighttime than daytime, making more challenging. Some party effects differ. In addition, comp and strength effects lean more towards offense during day, defense at night. Route slaying areas were not chosen, will be added to materials, blah blah blah. It's nighttime. I'm video game masochist. I do the hard road. Scare tactics at night before. Section 6. Gotta love the epic little music before. So you went with this version of me. Very well then, I will seize this castle for you just as I would have done in my youth. It's been a very long time since I laid siege to a castle on another's orders. I haven't felt like this since the siege of Aronos. I see you having fun, old man. So what am I supposed to do here? Support us, of course. As for you, Cebu, I'd like you to try hold down the fort while we're gone again. You're the only one we can trust with this. Mo. I like Cebu. Enemies are on patrol. Alright, let us walk and talk, but keep your voices down. Noted. Roger, roger. Not doing much talking. The first thing you need to know is that laying a siege to a castle like this is done in 2 phases. The first phase is a battle to infiltrate the castle, the second is a battle to capture it. In this case, we're already inside, so we don't have to worry about the infiltration. But the problem here is the lord of this castle. The castle's lord. It would take too long to explain, better if you simply see for yourself. Follow me. Siege Tactics 101 with Ptolemy. Very ornate throne room. No way is that... Who is it? A giant. A fire giant. It's not Surtur, at least. Oh, come on. Is that thing even alive? It's got freaking dust on it. I've only seen it once before, but yes, it is alive, and take a look at its feet. Do we have to... Oh, there's a Cerberus. Okay. Oh, so you know about him. Yes, that's the very beast who guards the gates to the Greek underworld. You can see why I didn't feel confident trying to capture this castle on my own, not with monsters like that guarding it. Gotcha, so this is why you were looking to bolster your forces. You're more cautious than I thought, Ptolemaeus. Leaving one's plans to fate should only ever be a last resort. Creating your own advantage is always preferable. At any rate, I would like to assassinate them both right now if we can. That matchlock of yours kill either Cerberus or the giant. No way, this thing's meant for people. Maybe I could take down one of the Tengu underlings, but that's it. The only way I could handle something like that, like a Daidara Bochi or an Uabami, would be if we worked together. Does that mean you could handle them if we worked together? If that's what it sounded like to you, then sure, why not? Very well then, are you ready, Master? All set. Good, take another look at the throne. Okay. It's pretty nice. Oh, it's magic. I see too, the whole throne is covered in very potent magical energy. That means... That's right, the Holy Grail is inside the throne. Which is why our primary objective in this battle is to defeat the giant and claim the throne for ourselves.
I admit I'm only speculating here, but once the giant is defeated, I believe we can stop the Shadow Knights from endlessly spawning.
To the throne we go.
Let's go, Master.
And honestly, you'd think sneaking in during the night would be the easier time compared to sneaking in during the day.
1 quartz.
Grail Front 3. Let's go. Conquest Battle Night. Okay. Roar. Who goes there? Hey, is a hawk. Welcome to the stream. Happy things. Yes. Catching up is certainly the right word to use, isn't it? I decided I was gonna wait until Monday because there was a lot going on last week, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's definitely different. I did not expect a full-blown story with this Grail Front, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
I should have known we had no chance of fooling the demonic dog. I, Ptolemaeus, a servant, and I have come with my master to lay claim to that throne. A servant, the throne, I see. At last you've finally come.
At last.
What did you mean by that, giant? You will know soon enough, but...
He's standing up.
Only if you can defeat me first.
That was honestly wild. I was not expecting that, and it was awesome. Buster resist up. Oh no. Buster resist? Whatever will I do? Damn it, there's more Night class servants than there is otherwise, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Knights. 5 if you include the big boss, and the rest are not. I could go... I do have Draco. I do. Normally I go my Melt, though, in situations like this, but I suppose I should probably go Draco. Should I give her a CE? Yeah, let's give her a Sumo. And then we're gonna go a King. Oh, and can I put anybody here? Anybody at all? No. I really can't. Not unless I could drop the CE from Draco. You know, more power is always more beneficial. Bima. And let's actually switch our command code now back to the decisive battle form. Okay. This will be the squad I run with. You always pick Ku as your Lancer? That's fair too. Alright. Let's see how Draco handles things then. I'm honestly not that proficient with her, so this will be interesting.
Master, I suggest you let your other servants and me handle the giant and Cerberus. Sugitani, on the other hand, is much better equipped to go fend off the Shadow Knights.
You got it. I'm pretty good at keeping the enemy at bay. I mean, I figured why not. He punch. He's strong. Alright, so... go there, and then smack the saber. And you actually get to use Sugitani for the first time. So it does have bust. Why'd you guys say Drake? Wait, yeah, is Draco Arts? I think Draco's Arts, isn't she? I now see why you said Beam is an interesting choice. I completely had forgotten that they have a Buster resistance. It's a permanent one. Damn it. I did not pay attention to that. I'm a dumb. Same thing with King Hassan. Ugh, I brought in too much Buster. Sniping conditions. Buster effectiveness for 3. Buster crit strength for self. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Disengage, reload, remove debuff. Apply a state that crit strength each turn. Apply a state that increases critical strength each turn 1 time for 5 turns. For 5 turns, again crit stars. I think that's good to use.
Apply evade, buster crit start gather rate, and apply a state that increases buffs each turn for 5 turns. Okay. Do that deep. You just got home. Nice. Okay, that's not too big of a buster resistance, it seems. That didn't seem too bad. Excuse me. Draco there. Have Gramps pick up that just so the enemy can't get a hold of it. And you go there. Alright. End time. Let's see how Umu does. NP sealed, of course. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to get it anyways, but... I think you just spam all of her skills and then go ham. Do-da-dee. Ooh, that was a good crit. Okay, very well done, Draco. Very well done. Blitz that down. Very nice. Spam skills and then go Unga Boonga. Caster is on King-san. Oh, Telemancy for 2. Did he just start lounging and reading as one of his skills? That's kind of funny. How much of a boost? It's not enough. Let's get Death's Abyss going for King-san. And a Brave Chain further on you. Because King-san is definitely at the limit. Amazing! It took almost 2 hours for this bot to appear. And it was a bot created yesterday. Man, they're bullying, aren't they? I should have done this as well. The evasion. So this skill does not have any such buffs, but I should probably use it just to be safe. And then Mighty Chain. Not the greatest, not the worst. I haven't actually seen where the chests are in this place. Very high up. And everybody versus this Shadow Knight. He does not like Bima. This knight doesn't. That knight did not like Bima. Yeah. Sure. And Bima Smack. Okay, I think Bima was a good choice here. He's doing decently well. I mean, granted, that was not a single buster card amongst him, but still. Okay. So far, it's okay. We're not in terrible straits, at least. Oh, going in for the back shots against Draco. Oh no, I meant quick. God damn it. That was supposed to be a Mighty Chain. I wasn't thinking.
You're at 65 hours. Hot damn. Day 6 hot damn. Also, I didn't respond to the Discord yet, but I did see you and Andy having the discussion about shiny hunting. I have heard that there is a better method than the bench method. Apparently, if the target is in a wild zone, you just need to keep traveling to that wild zone over and over and over and over and over. And it saves, like, the most recent 10 or 20 Pokemon, and that's the best way to shiny hunt. Ah. Gotcha.
Well done, Cerberus. We had a good run.
That's fair. Okay. Take out this guy. Okay, I was just trying to offer some advice, but if you already know it, fair enough. Excuse me. Alright, Sugitani is making her way up there. King Hassan should be capable of dealing with this Casta. Oh yeah. Unga Boonga. Unga Boonga time. Such Unga Boonga. Yep, chests are what I'm going for. Draco move there and end turn. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to get a spawn of some sort. You go to the other Dratini, fly to specific dot, do 180, and the ladder to the ground, see if there's a giant. Why is the giant here? That makes no sense. Why is the King of Giants here? Yeah, I know. I did not think the giant would spawn. He'll disappear, but... So yeah, that's the best method. I know they're connected, but there was like such separation. I thought we'd be fine with Draco. I thought it'd be fine. I know, he's not the actual King of Giants, but, you know, he wants to call himself that. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, good. Survive. Well, not good, but you know what I mean. So that's only one of his bars. And then we kill this knight. And as long as the Giant King does not come searching for a bruising, we're fine. Uthgard Loki? I don't... You know, we don't have a Loki servant. Thinking about it. We should. Getting a Loki servant would be cool. No! Okay. Draco. No killy. No killing, Draco. Got this? No killy the giant. I'm gonna have to get a mighty chain. Shit. Don't kill the giant, Draco. Okay, don't do it. Draco. Good Draco. Good Draco. Does Umu enjoy head pats? I think I need to give Draco here a head pat. 1, 2. 1, 2. So I need to do some degrees of separation here. You think the left chest? Yeah, actually, Draco is... King of Saw is further away from the left chest, and... Okay. Yeah. Alright. There is still a chance that he could get himself murked. There is still a chance. He didn't do shit. That is lucky beyond all luck that he did not make a move. But now, he's kind of done. Murder him, Draco. Fulfill your destiny. Oh, he's... Okay, so... That's... Okay, I got it. I get you. Yeah, I kind of forget how drunk Draco is. Mainly because I have stronger extra class servants, so... But I really should... That makes me think, how strong is Aresh gonna be? Because she's also a beast. You really did defeat me. The castle is now... Victory! Woo! I did it. I did it. I did it. Hooray. I did it. 1 to get 5 lamps, 200 precious swords, and 3 million QP. Excuse me. Section 7 after. It is nice. It's like almost one node of the Ordeal Call quest thing. It's a shame you only get it once. Did we do it? I think we done did it.
Stay alert, Master, and stay close to me.
I'm not seeing any more Shadow Knights either.
Then follow me and keep an eye on your surroundings.
You know, we still haven't seen Tai Gong in this.
It seems it's responding to you, Master. What's your assessment? Can you handle it?
I think so. You know, just sitting on our throne. Don't worry, I've got you covered. As clear as the signal is, it's no problem configuring your mystic code so it can interface with the Holy Grail. Magical energy wavelength analyzed. Synchronization complete. Beginning extraction. Oh, why can't we just sit on the throne? It'd be cool. And, okay, there's a tier.
What did you just say?
There you are.
Uh-oh.
Was that a crow by the window? Oh well, oh my. Well, I guess I wasn't half as sneaky as I thought if you shot right through my talisman. I can't stand anything that has to do with sorcery, but I'd recognize its stench anywhere. Now show yourself. Tai Gong. He's traitor. You. Tai Gong, you've gone traitor. Tai Gong Wang, as in Tai Gong Wang Lu Shang?
I remember reading that name in a book I got from the traveling merchant. So you're China's legendary tactician.
Legendary. I mean, I am certainly, but hearing it from someone else makes me blush. What are you doing here? Wait, so I don't think that's the same Tai Gong we know at Chaldea. I'm pretty sure it's another Tai Gong, one who was summoned separately to the Singularity. Am I right? Oh, more or less. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. So what have you been doing here all this time? Me? I sense people fighting in the central castle, so I thought I'd use my Taoist darts to send out a familiar and check it out.
The central castle? What do you mean?
Oh, you mean you don't know? I see, then you must have been summoned near the center. Take a look out that window. Now that you become the castle's lord, the fog should clear up and let you see.
Would you mind taking a look, Master?
Sure thing. I am a lord, after all. I'm also a I can never pronounce the word. I also beat the real deal Oda Nobunaga in the Warring States period. Damayo, I think is the proper pronunciation, isn't it not? That's a lot of castles, and that would be very strategically unsound for, like, 3 nations to have their castles so close to each other. It's not? Yeah.
So this castle was just one of 3.
Correct, incidentally, I'm the Lord of the Northern Castle. Daimyo. Daimyo. Each castle has a different servant as its lord, and each castle's throne contains a tear-shaped fragment of the Holy Grail. Perhaps now you begin to understand this singularity. I'm sure you're familiar with a certain ritual in which servants fight to claim the all-powerful wish granter that is a Holy Grail. I mean, Holy Grail War. That's the one, though in this case I think it would be best described as a Holy Grail Front. And in this front, there will be no escape. I honestly loved that bit as well. The real deal Nobunaga. Peak. This central castle used to be cut off from the other two, as it was the only one without a servant lord. But it seems that has finally been rectified now that you're here. Now this war can begin in earnest. For servants like us who are famed as kings and tacticians, this is the ideal summoning. Ideal, I can't argue with that. Can't we work together instead of fighting? Good question. An admirable sentiment, but I'm afraid one that will not be practical here. Servants generally don't materialize without a wish they themselves want granted, after all. Granted, there are some like myself who prefer to focus on the bigger picture. But we tend to be the exception rather than the rule. Unfortunately, when multiple wishes come into conflict, it becomes very difficult to avoid war. Even putting my own desires aside, I can't very well demand that my subordinate give up theirs. Subordinates? Does this mean the other castle lords have servant subordinates as well as those Shadow Knights? If so, this is going to be an even tougher fight than I thought. Connection's getting unstable. I mean, it can work. You just gotta work. You gotta figure it out. You know, you gotta balance things. Now that the familiar talisman I was using to relay my magical energy is sporting a brand new hole through its center, it seems I won't be able to maintain this form for much longer. On which note, it has been a pleasure to make your acquaintances. As a fellow lord of a castle, I hope to see you on the battlefield fighting for the Holy Grail. Oh, yeesh. I can't believe Tai Gong Wang, or another version of him at least, ended up being our enemy.
Come now, cheer up. It wasn't all bad news. If nothing else, the castle is ours now, which means Master and I are one step closer to our goal. Not to mention that, thanks to Tai Gong Wang showing up, we now know exactly what we have to do, whether we like it or not.
We know what we need to do.
I'll explain in more detail later. For the time being, you should rest while I turn this castle into a proper base. After all, it looks like we're going to be here longer than we thought.
I mean, yes, but greed can be overcome. We just need to know what each of the other castle lords wants and figure out if we can...
The lords of the three castles are in place. The battle for the three castles is about to begin. And yet, none of them will make it all the way to the twilight. Ominous.
But yeah, we just need to find out what exactly it is each of the castle lords wants and see if we can't grant their desire without, you know, resorting to war. Easy, I'm sure. I'm sure none of them have any weird or drastic demands. 3 tiers. Okay. 3 is better than none. The day Grail Front is unlocked, but I'm not going to worry about that. Section 8. 2 arrows, the first 2 arrow section. 3 castle lords. No battles in the first arrow, though. I mean, it depends. It really does depend on who the other castle lords are. I mean, if Kiyohime was a castle lord, I'm sure just a promise of a date would be enough to get her or a political marriage would be enough to get Kiyohime to surrender. Oh, so the 3rd castle's finally open. And you already went to pay respects to its newest lord? Koyan. Okay, now I don't think that there is any route for peace here. So, knowing that Koyan is, you know, whispering, I don't think there is any chance for peace. I'm sorry, am I reminding you of someone again? No, not at all. How could I even think about someone else in the presence of a beauty such as yours? Do I need to explain it yet again? My name is Tamamovich Koyanskaya. I never respond to normal summons. I'm an exception among exceptions that only exists thanks to Chaldea's proclivities. I have never appeared anywhere in human history. I only use it for my own personal reference. So I think the reason I received a call this time has more to do with you, since we were both summoned together. Perhaps there's something about the spirit origin that sparks some memories in you. Good question. I do have something of a soft spot for your face, that much is true. Oh my, so you would mess with a woman's fate just because she happens to be your type? Terrible. Tell me, Lord Taoist, are you fond of capital punishment? Because I think the best thing we can do about those wandering eyes of yours is gouge them out here and now. His eyes are closed. He's totally pulling a Brock, Koyan. You cannot see where his eyes are going. And I definitely think this is more divorced couple territory, because I don't think husband and wife would be joking about and then literally try to claw the other's eyes out. At least no emotionally stable husband and wife. Forgive me, I shouldn't have said that, so can we please refrain from recreating one of the oldest legends of chaos here? You may be your irrepressible bastard, but I couldn't ask for a more qualified partner. Just look at how easily you whipped out the very highest level of thought craft defense. Once again, my apologies. Forgive me. Oh, alright. I doubt I would let it go if I had materialized in a more divine form, but it seems luck is on your side. Anyway, what are you doing about that, Master? I don't believe we should leave Lord Ptolemaeus to his own devices either. Of course not. If legends are true, then he's one of the most formidable sages to ever live. To say nothing of the fact that precious few servants can claim to be both generals and sages. Oh my, I can hardly believe my ears. Even while you're singing the enemy's praises, you slip in a verse about your own. I have to hand it to you, Taigong Wang Jiang Zia Lu Shang. Good lord, he's got a name! I've never seen anyone toot their own horn better than you. Tell me, are you always so loose-lipped? Would you mind if I had NFF look into your relationship history with the opposite sex? I didn't realize I touched a sore spot. Neza! Taigong Wang, may I say something? Oh, Neza, of course, what is it? The gate you assigned me is still vulnerable. We need to fortify it before the enemy shows up. I see. Since the castle has changed between day and night here, we'll have to build additions for both versions. Ah, it's name and title. Gotcha. I guess I can't really be one to talk because I have first name, middle name, confirmation name, last name, and then there is the fact that I'm the third of my name. So I've got 5 parts to my name, technically. Yeah, I've got 5 parts to my name, so I can't really be one to talk. But, I've been putting the gates off until later, since I wanted to save some of my magical energy for other things, but I rush to build reinforcements now. Won't Lord Ptolemaeus remain in his castle until he better understands the situation? On the contrary, were I in his position, I'd go on the offensive. So yes, 11th hour or not, we need to make sure our fortifications hold. Can I trust you to handle that, Neza? Don't worry, Wang Feiyu is here too. Sure, I can take a look at them, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Lady Neza always had an eye for architecture. That's great to hear. Thank you for helping out, Wang. Don't be afraid to point out any weakness you would attack if you were the enemy. Of course, that's all I've ever been able to do, after all. Koyan looks a little pouty. Also, now that I've said it, I can't help but see Koyan's got the same thing going on with her face a little bit. It's to a lesser degree, but her mouth is just, it needs to be just shifted ever so slightly from this position. Like she somewhat has that Ptolemaeus thing going on. You see more of the front of her face, but it's still very slight. Well, I think I'll be on my way. I'd hate to intrude on your fun little moment with childhood friends. Multiple names. Oh boy. Jeez, no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to relax around her. I suppose immaturity really isn't the kind of thing you can train yourself out of, no matter how long you work at it. We know you are immature, Taigong Wang. Honestly, I'm relieved to see you haven't changed a bit. I know you had ascended to the position of a sage chancellor, but honestly, I could never picture you as one. It's good to hear you two speaking your minds again. A lovely trip down memory lane. Happy Taigong Wang face. Unfortunately, that means I have to ask this. Are you sure you want us to fight this war seriously, Chancellor? Of course I do. Please, don't hold back.
Understood. I'm a warrior, so holding back isn't really an option for me in any case. This Holy Grail thing may inspire fear, but I can't deny it has a certain allure as well. And I do have a wish I would like to have granted now that I'm an empty shadow of humanity.
I have a wish, too. I want to punch my old self.
I see, so that's your greatest wish, is it?
It's not funny, Wang Feiyu. Don't be rude.
Oh, sorry. Of course it's not. Every wish is equally valid. That's why they're such valuable things. And if you're going to lead us to Chancellor, then I don't see how we can possibly lose.
I hope I don't lay you down then. Alright, would you two mind guarding the castle gate then? Got it.
Leave it. Pardon the honor.
To me, you may be immature, but I am perfect.
Sure thing, just say the word if you need anything.
Quite the ego from Nessa. Don't really see that from her.
What a positively ulcer-inducing combination those two make.
Never mind that. The real problem, as Huang said,
is that the way things are going now, I may just end up winning this war.
Oh, arrogant much.
Someone's arrogant. So are we not going to get any details about this other castle, then?
So we don't even know who resides within.
Excuse me, interesting. Hey, Guardian, welcome to the stream. How be things?
Is it Shiro Day? I did not realize it was Shiro Day. Happy Shiro Day, everybody. Maybe I should have played the original maybe I should have played the Heaven's Feel remaster to celebrate Shiro Day. Dang it. Why didn't I know it was Shiro Day on the 20th of October? I could have done the remaster today.
Pooh.
I guess I'm gonna have to celebrate Shiro Day late then.
Morning, Cebu. You got a video to go up in the midst of rendering?
That sounds like it could be a hoot. What exactly is the video about, if you don't mind me asking?
Hey, Master. It's morning. I went ahead and made some living arrangements so you'd feel more at home.
Where's my big throne? I want my big throne back.
Celebrating Shiro Day? Fair.
I want my big throne!
No need to thank me. Not like servants gotta sleep anyway.
I just picked up the trash scattered about and pushed a broom around the place real quick. Anyway, I'm guessing a lord like you's got something else on their mind. How about it, Ptolemaeus?
I had a feeling this might be the case, but I'm still surprised to learn the castle was just one part of a greater whole.
And I never would have guessed that Tai Gong Wang would be one of the other lords of a castle.
He is.
Ah, that's right. It seemed he was an acquaintance of yours, Master.
Pardon the yawn. He isn't the one from Chaldea, but he's super helpful.
Given name Shang, ancestral temple surname Zhang, lineage name Lu, 2 courtesy names, Shang Fu and Zia. After he became a founding monarch of the Qi, he became Tai Gong Wang, and several other titles. Good gracious. It's funny because Naraki Sugiyami ended up in a Detective Conan episode, and character is named Shiro, so he had to make a joke. That's not Shiho Day, but Shiro Day. Gotcha. I misread that as his name Shiho, not Shiro. Eyes are a little dry right now.
More?
There, don't worry. We're not talking about your owner. Anyway, that's too bad. I was hoping he wouldn't live up to his reputation, but it sounds very much like he does. That's gonna be a problem. We could overwhelm one enemy with brute force, but not much chance at that working with 2 of them to deal with. And on top of that, Tai Gong Wang's supposed to be one of the greatest tacticians ever. That Feng Shu of his has got to be at least as strong as Buddha's protection. On the other hand, just holding up here and playing defense will see us with our backs against the wall real quick. Especially since I'm pretty sure the enemy knows more about the singularity than we do. So what's the plan, Lord Ptolemaeus? You know, here's a good plan. If Tai Gong is expecting us to attack him first, let's attack the other castle first. Huh? You know, throw him off guard. I already know what I'd like to do, but... Alright, I have something to tell you first. Now that you're the lord of this castle, we can use the throne to control some of this castle's abilities. Like? I tested them earlier, and this is the clearest examples I could come up with. It's fine. We just need to rain fire upon them. You know, they have no information on us either. It's the blind fighting the blind. And I think I'm the better tactician than whoever's on the third castle. Shadow Knights. It's alright. They're on our side now. You'll have to question Ebullient SMP Manpig if you want a reminder on Shiro Day. Or watches. Fair. I don't know what either of those are, J6, to be honest. Yeah, it's alright. They're on our side now. They bow because they know who their lord is. It seems the lord of this castle is able to summon these things and order them about as they like. That giant must have been using them in place of foot soldiers. Unfortunately, it also seems like they can't leave this castle. The ramparts are as far as they can go. Well, yes, but this isn't general siege warfare. We can't starve out the enemy troops or anything. And considering they're servants, so we cannot use the traditional scummy tactics of starving out their troops by cutting off their supply line, poisoning their water supply, keeping them up at all hours of the night to lower their morale. So, like, we can't really do much traditional siege warfare. Okay. I didn't know that. Interesting. It's the area where we first fought them, then. That's right, so we won't be able to take them along with us to Tai Gong Wang's castle. Exactly! You can't do traditional siege warfare stuff. Conversely, we can also expect the enemy to use their own Shadow Knights against us when we attack their castle. So the best we can do with them is have them defend the castle while we're away, huh? Correct. I also learned that we can at least to some extent alter the structure of the castle itself. Though doing so does require a substantial amount of magical energy. So does that mean the whole castle is made of magical energy? Because I find it hard to believe that anyone could make a building of this size with magical energy alone. It might be hard to believe, but based on what Ptolemaeus has told us, along with our analysis, that does seem to be the case. Even if this is just the kind of singularity, I agree it's kind of a lot to swallow. At any rate, we can definitely say that being the lord of one of these castles is a very big deal. What it means to be the lord. Oh, good timing, my eagle just returned. Does his eagle have a sprite? His eagle does have a sprite! It's a mecha eagle! Hey, he's a hawk. Welcome back. Mecha eagle. That's right, you can think of him as my familiar. With the fog around, I couldn't use him. Since that's no longer a problem, I've been having him serve as our eye in the sky. I don't understand what programming language that is. Oh, that's not normal language, it's compressed data. I knew it. It looks like Tai Gong Wang's familiar left all sorts of nasty traps in this castle before Sugitani shot him. We've removed most of them, but now it looks like the northern castle's already started to reinforce their gate. I'm sure they can also use their throne to manipulate their castle directly, but I guess they'd rather be safe than sorry. Granted, I would do the same thing in their position, but I'm still surprised they're moving so quickly. This is what I hate about capable foe. Our only choice seems to be going on the offensive as soon as possible. Yep, happy Shiro Day. If I had known today was Shiro Day, I would be playing the remaster of Heaven's Feel and possibly be watching Sakura go Yandere for Shiro. Isn't defense an option? Our environment is well suited to defense, and we could certainly take that route if we didn't need to win this war soon. Unfortunately, we have a weakness our enemies do not. I'm sure Tai Gong is already well aware of it. I'm sure he is too. It's the fact that you're a human soul. Some ad had a kiplout. Oh, that's kind of hilarious, honestly. Yeah, what's wrong with me being human? Not to say that I am human. I might be more than that. Maybe I know this one. Being human means you gotta eat and sleep and stuff. I suppose. You want Sugitani keeping your food source secure. That castle can't be the most comfortable environment. Chaldea will do everything we can to support you, of course, but we still won't be able to count on you staying in good health forever. I was once left to fend for myself in a castle during the winter as part of my own survival training, and let me tell you, that was not a good time. Then again, without that experience, I may have never come up with my magecraft for transforming rotten meat into marbled beef. Can I have that? Because, good lord, that sounds like such a good bit of magecraft. Like turning rotten meat into marbled beef. Oh, that sounds such useful. I need that. I need it so much. Think of how much money could be saved. Just buy a bunch of, cheapo meats, let them get Ryan, and then turn them into marbled beef. It's like Fern's clothes washing spell. True. Guardian, true. And I do not turn potatoes into prunes. Do you need me to take a picture? You know what? On Wednesday, when I make my food, I'm going to take a picture of the inside of my potato, just so you guys can see it is not a prune. But I do need... I definitely need to... I am still debating if I want the 5 subscribers sub goal to be a cooking stream or an exercise stream. Because with the cooking stream, there would be a fair bit of downtime, but if I were to make an additional thing that I don't normally eat, like maybe cookies or something, then I could technically fill the time a little bit. But, I don't know. An exercise is just like straight, it would be an hour of me exercising, so. I'm still juggling between what I want to do. Also, courtesy name is the name of people who reach out often compliment their given names. Okay. Interesting to know, J6. Oh, when is Freyrin Season 2 coming out? Out of curiosity, Guardian. Obviously, you've had a lot of different experiences yourself, Soul, but that's not the same thing as being an expert survivalist. And even if you were, we can't afford to take years to resolve a singularity. So if we don't want all 3 castles to get stuck in a stalemate, we really have no choice but to shake things up. Winter, so January. Okay. Excuse me. So the winter anime season has Freyrin Season 2. Initially, I kind of, I heard a lot of good things about Freyrin initially, but I also heard it was kind of depressing, it could be quite depressing, and I don't like watching stuff that makes me feel depressed, but then I caved in and ended up watching it, and it's pretty damn good. Definitely like Freyrin, she is one of the most realistic depictions of an elf in media. And I love it. Precisely. Wonderfully succinct as well. So yes, there you have it. If we go on the defensive now, it'll only be a matter of time until we are out of resources. When considered alongside the knowledge that Taigong Wang has seen you and knows our greatest weakness, we're left with no option but to go on the offensive. Truth be told, I don't like to ignore the other castle either, but since we have nowhere near the forces to fight a war on 2 fronts, we can't afford to concern ourselves with it now. I have no doubt Taigong Wang has reached the same conclusion, which is why he's already moving to fortify his own defenses. I mean, elves are just there, or they're pretty much just long-lived humans. But Freyrin definitely explores the consequences of living a stupidly long lifespan. I'm impressed both you and he are already thinking so far ahead. No, this is just old habit by this point. It's what happens when you are always thinking about how to best get the jump on others. All that said, the situation isn't as bad as it may sound. Now that we know what we have to do, we just have to steel ourselves to do it. Besides, laying siege to a castle is a lot of fun. I definitely agree with that. They're really enjoying this, aren't they? Trust me, this is one of those things that just gets more addictive the more you do it. I don't really think that I want to get addicted to sieging castles. Because, yeah, that doesn't seem like a very practical thing to be having as an addiction in the modern day and age. What would you even say to the authorities if you were addicted to sieging castles? And what castles are there even to siege anymore? Most castles are abandoned ruins at this point. So, I mean, I guess you could probably siege a bunch of abandoned castles for a while. But then you gotta satisfy the addiction with occupied castles, and that just gets messy. Well, like most elves in Freyrin, she's probably the ones that intermingles with humans the most. I'll say for a decade, like she stink for a week. Exactly. Airdrops, air supplies, exactly, Guardian, exactly. But, yeah. Freyrin's a good thing, and sieging castles is a bad addiction in the modern day and age. In fact, Perdiccas, Leonatos, and I almost came to blows over who would get to lead the engineering corps. Which is why I need you to make another decision before we do anything else, Master. Decision time. The enemy castle is almost certainly just like ours in that it changes between night and day. In other words, you should have fewer enemies in favorable locations by day, but more of both by night. Also, this time we're going to need to fight 2 battles, one to infiltrate and one to lay siege. Alright, Master, now that you know what's in store for us, which version of me would you like to go with this time? A crumbling cube on a cliff. That would probably be an easy castle to siege. 1 quartz. Okay, so nighttime was the harder version, right? Video game masochist, so... Yep, video game masochist, we're going the nighttime again. Section 9, Tactician of the East and the Elderly King of the West before. So I think, like I said, Section 10 is going to be the last one I do. We're already approaching the 2.5 hour mark, which is wild. Did not think that much time had passed. Loading, loading, loading. Really hope I don't lose my footing.
Well, Master, are you ready? Our route into the castle begins on this cliff. Taigong Lang has heavily fortified the front gate, so this backpack is the only remaining means of entry I could find.
I mean, couldn't we just airdrop in? Like, that's another thing with sieging castles. With airdrops, sieging a castle gets a lot easier. You didn't bring parachutes, did you?
As long as you remain calm and patient, you'll be fine, so relax. That was all we needed to do to keep our construction workers from falling to their deaths during the construction of the Lighthouse of Alexandria. For the most part.
This reminds me of Lord Yoshitsune Hyodori-go maneuver.
Oh, so a general in your land employed similar tactics. I would love to add his story to my library.
Oh, there's plenty of books about him already. Every kid back where I come from knows about him.
I see. Your homeland lies far to the east, yes? Even further than the land where we were forced to give up. Between your country, Taigong Wang's country, and all the other nations out there, I don't think the staggering size of the worst world will ever stop being surprising to me.
Jake is saying screw Shiro Day. I mean, you know, to each their own. Va 83 Vikamzi 3 Za 0 Z 2.
Sounds like Taigong Wang is nearing the front gate. If we make our way in now, we should have a straight shot to the throne room. Even if we can't get the tier of the Holy Grail right away, setting the pace for this battle will give us an advantage. Alright, that's enough explanation. Are you ready, Master?
Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Falling. Give me your hand.
You see, I knew you could do this. Look, there's the castle tower now.
Hey, no bullying each other in the chat. You can only bully me in this chat. You cannot bully each other or yourselves. My, oh my, you actually did come this way. Koyan. He may be an absolute dunce of a tactician, but he does have an eye for strategy. I suppose this is what they mean about not showing your hand too soon. Of course, that sort of cunning is irritating in its own right, don't you agree, Neza? I do. Taigong Wang is surprisingly mean-spirited, but he does know his stuff.
So he sent you here?
Oh yes, much as I hate to admit it, he is the lord of our castle, so we have to do what he says. She's getting pretty worked up there on the right. Though only until I can take my leave with suitable payment in the form of the Holy Grail, of course. Anyway, now that you've kindly gathered yourselves in one place for me, you should make a lovely meal for my adorable pets. Yeah, Sugitani very angry. Are we getting suffering artillery fire?
You call those things pets.
I got your back. I mean, if it's your job, then okay, as long as it's all in good fun. What an adorable little P-shirt you have there. I'm sure the other me would love to take you on. Unfortunately for you, you've got my more animalistic self to contend with. And if there's one thing I won't stand for, it's firing a gun at my darling animals. Oh, it's the tanks! I didn't even see them. They flashed on so quickly.
What are you gonna do now? You can't possibly take shelter while you're sliding down a cliffside. Even if you make it to the bottom, you'll still have Nessa to deal with, the way things are going.
The longer they drag this out, the worse it'll get. If Taigong joins the fight, they'll be completely outmatched. It'll be fine. So they did come from the cliff. I suppose I needn't have bothered guarding the gate myself. Guess I'll make my way over there now. Uh-oh. What was that? Oh, is it the Dreadnought?
Naturally, I expected you to anticipate my strategy, as you are one of the greatest tacticians of the East. So I made some tweaks.
Unidentified impact. Confirmed.
Are we sending the Dreadnought their way? That'd be a tactic.
Sounds like something's charging the ramparts. Oh, I didn't think you still had a serum capable of this kind of attack. No, wait. This is...
As you know, our castles are so close they're practically connected. Now that Master's the Lord of our castle, it's within our means to alter the structure of our castle to lead it your way. It seems you didn't have one of your own.
Na 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 na. Dreadnought! I was a little bit soon with my na-na-na-nas. Oh my, what a fine-looking specimen. I hope I remembered my scouting equipment.
No!
Morph spell. No, it's not. An illusion. No, it's not that either. Hold on tight, Master. Whee! He's jumping through the air. It's my guess, at least. Did he have to take us with us when he decided to jump and attack those tanks? My darling animals. Amazing, he's holding Senpai in one hand and a spear in the other, and he's still taking them out. I confess I do enjoy this kind of thing every now and then. That was just plain old speed or technique. The way he moved just now was as if he already knew how all the animals would act ahead of time. I knew it. This must mean that Ptolemaeus is... Is what, Da Vinci? Ptolemaeus is what?
Now go on, Dreadnought. Lay waste to everything in your path.
Multiple scenes of just the Dreadnought wrecking shit. Gotta love it. I mean, you know, that's why she's a beast. She considers humanity animals. Shadow Knights too. This is worse than I thought. I can't let that monster rampage through the castle. I'll handle it. Nessa, Lady Koyan, you two take care of Ptolemaeus' team. Excuse me. Why can't I be the one to deal with that beast? Alright, you. Now you're coming with me. Taigong Wang has left. He really is a hopeless deadbeat.
Alright, Master. Now's the time to go on the offensive.
No, she was a fully fledged beast candidate.
Grail Front 4. Let's go.
Her full beasthood was cut short because of this heavy damage she sustained from Sir Nunus and Sir Nunus' curse sort of becoming ingrained as part of her. So far, things are going as well as I could have imagined. Truth be told, I believe this to be quite the gamble. Happily, it seems luck is on your side, Master. That's a little early to be patting yourself on the back, don't you think? You can't claim luck is on your side until you've won. And it goes without saying that your master won't be getting a chance to make any such claims. Beast that I am, I prefer devouring all of my paths, settling for 3 meals a day. After I'm done with you, I'll be picking bits of you and your servants for my teeth for days.
Oh, that's quite something, hearing words from the lips of so beautiful a lady. Be that as it may, we cannot retreat now. Master, do you think you can summon servants near the broken gate?
Probably. Don't know what good that'll do.
If we do this right, we can pull a pincer attack. Alternatively, we can combine our forces and attack them lead on. Master, the question is, will we take out every enemy within the castle walls, or will you head straight into the castle yourself? In either case, you're in command now. Do put me to good use.
Don't forget about me. I got your back.
Come, master, let us claim ourselves a castle.
Oh, geez, there's a lot of enemies. Okay, so there does not seem to be a respawn. Koyan. I do not have alter ego to deal with her. She's got 2 health bars as well. How many points do I have? 64? Who to use, who to use? I could use Sunzong there. Achan there. Actually, you there with a K-scope. Okay. Exactly. Oonga Boonga with Koyan there is no possible. I do think I will... So, just confirming. There is a lot of Lancers in the backline. I think throwing a Saber here is the right call. And I think Saberdusa is the call. Archer. Do I have a 4-star Archer? I think I do, actually. Paris. Okay. So... Loading, 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 loading. It's just taking its time with the loading here, lads. There we go. Alright. Castle wall defense. Okay, so those guys get damage cut. That's unfortunate, but it's something I can deal with. Don't know how much of a defensive buff it is, but... Go... delete. Zhang Yu. Delete them all. Like, you're being a conqueror right now, you are being a conqueror right now. Oh, come on! Seriously, man? You should have been able to delete all of them! Why did he not just delete every single one of them? That annoys me to such a high degree. His damage output should have been enough. Welcome and thank you for coming. I promised to massacre the lot of you. Now I'm gonna deliver. It's annoying, but is what it is. We'll just have to wheel and deal. Of course the crits. Triple crits. Koyan. Whoo. Words. Words. So they're gonna take out one of Zhang Yu's lives, unfortunately. But I can eliminate one of them at least. But it's so annoying. I thought for certain he would be able to just nuke them.
No, I don't even actually know. Like, I've been using him as my AoE Berserker. I don't know if he is the better choice or if Raiko might be now that I've got her up there. I really don't know. Also, oh well, yeah, she's sports. Never mind. I was gonna say it's funny, but okay, this is fine. Sanzong is gonna lose a life as well. Yeah, very disadvantageous position for this start of things. A very disadvantageous starting position here, but nothing that cannot be recovered. Sure, that. And then it's a little on the weaker side, but this is fine. He's actually critting like a beast. Go Paris, go. True, I did. I did indeed. And they get another freaking attack. Alright. Now, delete. Now he does it. Maybe I just low rolled. That very well may be the thing. I may have just low rolled the damage when I was up against the trio. That archer's gonna come in now, isn't it? Yep. Man, Zheng Yu is getting slammed by these enemies. But it's fine. It's fine. Now he's starting to chew them up and spit them back out. You don't know how you feel about Ptolemaeus. Oh, why is that, J6? There you are. Now face the wrath of my fire-tipped spear. Oh no, poor Paris! He's being attacked by Neza. Whew, that was close. That could have been bad. Missed. Of course we missed it. We know. So you think he's gonna pull a betrayal move? Interesting thought process there. The possibility is there. I will admit, J6, the possibility is there. Okay, player turn now. You are going to go in and get us those. Yes, I love getting those. Ptolemaeus I actually should probably have moved a little while ago. But first, okay, she still has her bar. Trying to think best method of attack there. Just trying to think. Think. Who to attack with first? It doesn't matter who we attack with first, I think. So we're gonna get both Sanzong and Sugitani here. And the thing is I want to brave. I don't want to. I don't want to burn both of their NPs in one move, because if I can take out one now, then I can take out the other on the next turn. But I don't know if 1 NP alone is going to be enough, because I don't know if how high of a defensive buff she's got going for her. So I could risk it here, or I could not risk it. You think 1 is enough? Right, let's see. Well, Sugitani's not my servant. Well, she is, but she isn't, you know. We'll get to see her NP at least. Nobunaga, I'm gonna blow your head off once and for all. Got him. Okay, good. Good. Good shot. Sugitani took the shot. Sugitani landed shot. Now Sanzang goes in and attack. And do that. Come on, Sanzang! Hammer her into a mountain. Did not get KO. Unfortunate. She has no buffs going, but that crit. Oh, the crit saved it. Praise the crit. Well, that was an all-time worst performance for me. I suppose it really is hard to find any motivation when your boss is so, you know. Surprising, I did not think you would beat the fox. Well, she wasn't the gray fox, so. Alright, so there's 2 chests remaining. Paris attack. Yes. Oh, I didn't think I would draw on that many. I thought I would have Medusa here, too. I thought I would have Medusa here. Hit. They're connected. Medusa was connected to Paris, so that was my logic. That was my logic. Medusa is right next to Paris. Okay, no exchanging places. Dusa, pick that up, and then go right back there. Do there. Ptolemaeus forwards. Paris separate. Yes. Okay, we're fine. We are fine. Everything's gonna work out. Dusa is strong. We might lose Paris here, though, depending on where Nessa goes. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose Paris here. Oh, Sanzang! Maybe we won't lose Paris, because Sanzang is here. Sanzang took all the aggro. Well done, Sanzang. Well done. It was a bit of a rough start for this Grail Front here, but I think we pulled it off in the end. Oh. It was close enough. Oh, I've got the evasion. We might be fine. This is a full turn evasion. Yeah.
Yeah. Press red until dead, please. Press red until dead. Gotta love that strat. Alright. So, Sunzong dipped down there, get that. Dusa attack Nezha. Well, I mean, it was kind of a not gonna do it. Ooh, that's a good chain. It was kind of the best case scenario there, just because press red until dead was pretty much all that he needed to do. Good Dusa. Very good Dusa. Loss confirmed. I was not strong enough. Good luck, Taigong Wang. Okay, start making your way forwards. And we've gotten all the chests, so we're pretty much done with this Grail Front. The enemies are going to run into me at this point, which is their own demise. Let's take this opportunity to generate some NP and stars. Yep, all chests have already been gathered. Yep, no more chests on the battlefield. Alright, Dusa, finish this. I didn't even move from my position. I am definitely an armchair general. Pure quick. Not that it matters, the NP is going to be enough, but still. There we go. Easy peasy in the end. Like I said, rough start, but we pull it in the end. Excuse me. Good. Let us keep this momentum going all the way into the North Castle. Victory! Okay. Now, the only thing here is, if there is another Grail Front, I don't think I can do it because I'm at almost 3 hours in. 1 ticket, 5 scarabs, 400 torches, and 3 million QP. Is there a story segment here? Okay, we're going to do this story segment, and then we're going to be calling things. Tactician of the East and Elderly King of the West, middle. So this is going to be the final thing I do on stream, is this Section 10 story mode. True, I will level up. Almost forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Level up will follow. I think I have just enough embers to do one last level up before I'm going to need to start farming embers to do any more. Did the air just get heavier in here? This must be the spell Taigong Wang cast. I know of a sorcerer in India who used similar tricks. I believe the Indian sorcery was also based in thought magecraft, but the sheer power of this is vastly greater. It seems the rumors about Taigong Wang's prowess are indeed true. Did you just say sorcery? No need to fret. I may not know exactly what it is, but but I'm fairly sure it won't cast a curse on us directly here in this corridor. Gotcha. Well, then I guess it's okay. So Taigong Wang is still alive, then? That I cannot say. Some spells linger even after their caster's death. Still, I did see what I believe was the fox morphing into something else and beating a hasty retreat. It also seems clear that our enemies are all experienced fighters. As such, I do not expect capturing the throne will be easy. The throne. Assuming this castle is built the same as ours. The throne should be at its center, at least as far as I am able to tell. So if we can defeat this castle's lord and take the tier of the Holy Grail on the throne, we should be able to claim ownership over this castle as well. Once we have that, we can then remake this castle like we did with
to guide to the Dreadnought and summon Shadow Knights to help us. So our objective is... here we are.
There's no throne! It's just unless the throne's up high. Wait.
I knew it.
Hi, Dreadnought. Oh, it's munching on stuff. Or it just got marked. The Dreadnought died. Sadness. That was brutal. I never was an expert at dealing with physical powerhouses like this.
You expect us to believe that? How did you manage to kill a beast like that?
Well, I was prepared for this kind of thing. Many a nights, I'm guessing? Many a nights, indeed. And now that you're all here in my castle, I can really throw everything I have into this fight. Luring the tiger out of the mountain, eh? Oh, is it that what later generations called this trick? An evocative image. I like it. Though, of course, I would say we've got the tiger in this case. Huang Heiyu? Huang Feiyu. I mixed up the first things. Are you treating me like a tiger now, Chancellor? You were never one to mince words, even when you should. You see, in fact, I'd say he's even 10 times more dependable than a tiger. Huang Feiyu.
Oh, so you know him too, Master. Just out of luck that one of the great Eastern tacticians would also have one of the great Eastern generals on his side.
What about you? Are you all patched up? Oh yes, physically I'm all set. I could hardly call myself a professional otherwise. Mentally, well, the less said there, the better. I still can't believe that I'm fighting back-to-back battles without rest or reward. Just my luck getting stuck with an actual beast as my boss. I've also put down my own spell circles here, just to be extra safe. Well, everyone, what do you say? It can't hurt to lay down your arms now.
Good grief. I knew you were from a time more ancient than mine, Tai Gong Wang, but I still wouldn't have guessed you had quite so many monsters lying around the far east. You heroes may well be at peace with Heracles or Achilles.
If it makes you feel better, you did give me a bit of a surprise too. I didn't expect you to make it all the way here. Which is exactly why I suggest, in the strongest possible terms, you surrender now. If we fight this out, our side will doubtless suffer some injuries as well. And I'll need all the resources I can get to take over the third castle. You mean the western one. So what do you say? Comply and we'll treat you well?
Oh man, what are you gonna do, Ptolemaeus? I mean, you're completely surrounded, right? This is checkmate, right? Right?
Yes, finally I can breathe a sigh of relief. You've used all your tricks now, yes, Tai Gong Wang? Who can say?
Master, are you ready?
Time to go all out, eh?
Say what?
It seems to me that you enjoy complicating war, Tactician of the East, but for me, war is a simple thing. Yes, we account for every outcome, we devise schemes and ambushes. There are, in truth, few things I love more than plotting an enemy's undoing. But in the end, it all comes down to enjoying the ride. I see, so that's the kind of general you are. I like that. I like that quite a lot. Very well, then I, Prince Wu Chang, shall gladly be your opponent. Oh my, you really know how to divide and conquer, don't you? Too bad, Tai Gong Wang. It looks like we're going to have to fight the exact sort of battle you hate. Nice one, Ptolemaeus. You finally got my respect. Just as I was getting sick of all the pain-in-the-ass strategy crap. You're serious, aren't you?
I would never joke about such things, and you know I underestimated you as well. From where I stand, I see a very respectable duel about to unfold, one well worth fighting. Especially since our master here is quite the rare find.
Ah, thanks.
Hold your head high, master. You're up against the famous Tai Gong Wang. What's more, his top generals are Huang Feiyu and the spitting image of Daji. Even his soldiers are shadowy demons. What more could you ask for in an opponent? I can't remember the last time I was so excited. Prepare yourselves, Tactician of the East. My master and I are ready to face you and win.
And we'll face you and win in about a week. We get a quartz out of that, which is good. Nice quartz, nice. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing that Grail Front. It is interesting that it is also at night as well. So I need to claim some foes. We're just going to claim the 30s. And then, do I have some embers? Embers. Do I have any other 4-star embers? Or am I at the 5-star ember point? I'm at the 5-star ember point. We'll do that. Okay. 2 enhance. So the servant at the top of the leveled order document, and thus getting leveled up, is Seiba, the OG. Yes, finally Seiba.
The foes are being fed to Seba. A little bit stronger, huh? And with the foes being fed, she is now locked in. So even if there was a concentrated effort to put her down, she would not be going down. Auto select, go. Feed the Seba. I do wonder what her ascensions are going to be, because I honestly have no idea. Truly no idea how her ascensions will go. Like, even her first ascension is a little bit different than the VN. I would love to see a super or great success, not on the final bit, though. Game. Please and thank you. Alright. Second ascension coming in. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. There's what's more familiar. Seems like I've leveled up. Mana Burst and Interlude Reasons to Fight unlocked. Enhance Servant. Seba. Oh, who's getting the +3 next? Auto select, go. Right, we are now starting to dip into our 5-star embers. Mozart, fake Soleri. Okay. So we are dipping into the 5-star embers here. Where is he on Deuce? Fake Soleri. Gotcha. He was actually pretty high, I didn't realize that. Alright. Seba is level 60. Ascension. I do need to put, what's-her-face on the list at some point, too, now. I don't know where she's gonna go, but... excuse me. Let's grow together. Yeah, according to Nasu, your story's already at an end, so there's not much growing you can do, Seba. There's not much growing you can do, which is why you are not, like, prominent in any story chapter, and it's on every other variant of you. Alright, third ascension is... what's it gonna be? I think it's the cape one, is it not? Yeah, it's the cape one. Cape and crown. What do you think? I hope I can live up to your expectations. Intuition. Unlocked. Alright, please, I need some super or great successes here. Thank you. I don't know which one it was, but I am glad I got it all the same. Because that just saved me some embers. Final ascension for Seba is... okay, I like it. All of Seba's ascensions are good. Even if I return to being a king, our vows will not change. My sword is always with you. Let's go, Master. And we got her rank up quest as well. And that was 230 servants to the final ascension. As well, which was the last of the ascension goal. And we managed to get her all the way. Woot. I'm curious. Okay, we had enough embers. We had 123 embers left over. We were fine. But now we push her to 666. And while that push is going, I think I am about time to start signing off here. It does look like she will be getting her Mana Burst and Intuition ranked up at some point, so that's either Interlude or Rank Up Quest. I know there's a Rank Up Quest at least, so we'll find out that. I'm realizing how much Proof of Hero I am lacking here, so that could be troublesome eventually. But that's for future me to worry about. For now, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out the channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There's plenty of content for all to enjoy. And if you do watch this on YouTube, please be sure to leave the video a like, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to the channel because that shows support the most and you'll find out when new videos come out. And if you check the description down below, you can find links to the Twitch and the Discord where you can follow and join to find out when I go live. But once again, thank you all so much again for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. Good lord, I am down to 50 proofs of hero. That could be bad.